Double those dice.
Cool. So session 24. You guys have had it nice last few sessions because you've done 3 in a row now. 3 weekends in a row. So I'll give you the recap for session 23, and then I think all hell's going to break loose. So last session, after a whispered conversation between Kaya and Terry Kit, this guard in front of the Blackmorn Manor, the party headed off to the Crooked Lance, where the plans are going back to the Temple of Saloon at midnight. Entering the tavern, Saber, you were encased in smoke as Gilgraf told the party that you'd managed to calm down Bulgrath, who was glaring down at Saber, but was advised not to try and ride the dragon again. Blue, you casted Goodberry and proceeded to try and feed Bulgrath by lobbing them into his mouth. You also bought a round of drinks, but refused a bottle of Pixie's vodka, saving it for a special occasion, I think. You decided to sit in a booth at the end of the tavern with Gilgraf, and you asked him more questions about Kilk. And he gave you these talking points. So he told you that there were rumours that Arthur Blackmore is missing and not injured, and his wife theory is the worst of the two out of the husband and wife. He told you about the rumours of a thieves guild moving into the city. He told you there have been 2 uprisings since the city's lockdown a month ago. The first happened about a week after the lockdown, with most of the protagonists being hung in the town square. The second one was a bit more peaceful and were dispatched accordingly. And the leader of these uprisings was a man called Munkus, who is now dead. He told you that Theory has also left with her kids in a carriage and has probably gone back to the Blackmorn estate on the outskirts of town with a battalion of guards keeping her safe. He also told you about Roy, this older guard, a more experienced man, and gave you the location of his house and told you he had a young daughter called Tetiv. When Gilgraf left, Blue, you ordered some more ale for the half-orcs in a tavern who were gambling, playing a dice game. Z, you spotted a familiar tattoo on the wrist of one of the orcs. You proceeded to go outside, Z, and wait for these half-orcs to exit the tavern. As a man called, like a spindly man with long, gangly arms, with almost like a Mr. Potato Head. It's sort of like that's just reference, where there's like a head on top. A man called Wally Norb entered the tavern, and he seemed to be some sort of comedian.
It's generous.
Yeah, he was telling jokes, but seemed to get insulted by Blue after Blue said that Z's answer to a joke was much funnier than Wally's. So he proceeded to try and charm Blue, and when that didn't work, he stormed out the tavern. Saber, you went into the yurt out the back and prayed to Tia. And you had this vision of 2 figures standing in front of Kilk as it burned and screams can be heard from inside. As Saber returned, or proceeded to return, Blue, you went outside and asked Saber to give you a hand to retrieve your halberd that you'd hid behind the chimney of the Crooked Lance. But it wasn't there. And you guys suspected a child somewhere in the town is running around with a cursed halberd. Kaya, playing absent-mindedly with your necklace, your amulet, you saw your blink dog tattoo was sort of like shivering, tail between its legs on your collar. When you tried to comfort it, it ran around the back of onto your back, so you could no longer see it. Before heading out, you spotted the small boy who thought Z was called. Is it? I can't remember what we. Alina. Sorry, I keep saying Anthea, and it's not Anthea. It's Alina. And Z, you asked him who was in charge of his band of scallywags, but gave him no more information. Just told you his older brother helps him out. and you sort of said you might have had some more jobs for him, and you also found out his name was Sid. The party then headed off in the direction of the Temple of Saloon. On your way, you found Saber's coin bag resting on a stone wall. It was completely empty. And Kaya, after investigating around, you found a red feather that seemed to belong to some sort of exotic bird, maybe a parrot, just lying on the ground next to it. So you pocketed that. And you arrived at the Temple of Saloon for midnight. Saber, seeing a gap in the top of the temple, you just jumped straight into the pit, smashing one of these shiny, what looks like mirrors, these mirrored stone. You just smashed it. And a very angry Beamer Nog hastily pointed out the door to the rest of the party. And when you let everyone else in, Saber, you realised that the temple had been... there was a lot of like empty bottles, empty crates and things, empty... what do you call them? Like boxes for jewelry, like jewelry boxes. You saw those empty. Z was brought into the temple, placed on a stone platform, and a ritual was cast to remove the curse on the armor that she was wearing. Z, in your head, you heard the words, "I thought we were friends, and I am the best chance in finding your mother," before the armor dissolved and liquefied into a black ingot at your feet. Just as before it transformed, you heard the words, "You'll pay," which were cut short as the ingot was formed. After the ritual, Beamer told you that she suspects the armor was the curse was the armor, and that's why it changed form when she removed it. She also told you about the halberd. You told her about the halberd. She got very annoyed with Saber about being cursed, having a cursed weapon running around loose in the city. After some persuasion, she told you about sending a piece of saloon to Arlo Plainsail, and you would have a word with Plainsail to try and get it back. She also told you that she was having to pay the Blackmorns to rent the temple, and about a potion supply store who was run by a Earth Ganassi called Smudge. You also promised to settle her debt with Gilgraf, and Blue, you gave her some extra coin as well, after you paid her for removing the curse. You guys left the temple and stood outside talking about potentially going to find Roy's house, with Blue planning to give him a swift kick as a horse. As Kaya, you looked up to see a young elven man wearing rags, blood coming out of his nose, big gashes on his face, large bruise coming around his neck. You spotted this man. You knew exactly who he was, and he turned on his heels and ran in towards town. And Kaya, you bolted following. As you ran forwards, the party behind you, you watched the man sort of run a few steps and just disappear, fade from view. And behind it, you saw the body of somebody on the floor, bleeding out, and a large dog, muscular-looking dog, pointy ears and a pointed tail, lapping the blood up from the body. As it turned to face Kaya and began to growl. As you guys roll initiative. So
that was great.
I'm going to need you guys to roll initiative.
Oh, -1. 2. Fuck, I'm going to use my inspiration. I want one better than that.
13.
18.
4.
Okay, I'm going to go around the table. I'm going to go around the table a second, but let me just get everyone on the
Wasted my inspiration to go from a 2 to a 4.
Oh, buddy.
I think that's hilarious.
I wanted to run and protect Kaya.
Okay, Blue.
4.
4. Saber.
13.
Kaya.
18.
And Z.
21.
21. Cool. Yeah, you guys rush behind Kaya. Kaya's a few, 20 feet in front of you. as you watch this dog come into view, turn and begin to growl at Kaya.
How dark is it? Can I see?
You can see there's light spilling out from some of the houses, and like you can see this is happening between two guard towers. So you can hear there's light spilling out onto the ground. So there are patches of like darkness, but you can like see the dog in front of you in this body.
Guard towers, you say? Interesting.
Mhm.
Good to know.
Probably like 50 feet. You're sort of in the middle, so like 50 feet behind you and 50 feet in front. Yeah, Z, you're up first.
Are the dimensions correct on the map? So squares 5 feet.
Yeah, each square is 5 feet. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Then Z will move up just in front of Kaya, which is 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Can I pull out my great sword
Yeah.
and Kaya her bow and arrows?
Oh, yeah. Legend.
Yeah.
Hero.
I will say you're going to use your action to. So your object interaction to take your greatsword out, but it's going to be your action to pass over the weaponry because you've got to try and like take your cloak off, drop the quiver, hand over
that's
a bow.
fine.
It's a lot to do.
And then can I hold a bonus action?
Yep.
To curse, to use my curse of binding, if the dog, as soon as the dog becomes within 30 feet of us.
Okay.
I will then try and curse it, and I will amplify it.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, you're staring at the dog. I reckon Z's probably just handing things without breaking eye contact with this dog.
Growling back.
Yeah. Great. Yeah. Kaya.
Okay. I've had a week to think about it, and I'm still like, okay. Can I move forward a bit?
Yeah.
So right, let me do this. So I'm gonna walk 5, 10, 15, 20 to there, sort of staring and just sort of looking, and then as I'm walking, I would like to call out in Sylvan, leave it alone, and then after that I would like to misty face step to within 5 feet in front of the dog.
Yes.
And use my winteriness to try and
Oh, okay. Yeah. Have it be become scared of you. Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. That is a 12.
Oh, I think it's a 13. So I think that makes you scared.
It is scared.
Okay.
So you misty step in front of the
Doggo. Yep.
doggo. You see Kaya just whip up. It's almost like the ground it sort of like spectrally freezes below her as she pivots on her heel. Flies forward as you see like an image of Kaya appear before Kaya actually, like the physical form of Kaya. And this like arm stretched almost like a banshee appears in front of the dog as then Kaya snaps into place. This dog whimpers, tail between its legs, and begins to like try and back away from Kaya. Yeah.
And then Kaya's not actually going to do anything else. But if you were looking, you could see that her hands are like, she's like shaking in terror herself, but she's trying really hard to not show it and be scary. And then that's all I'm going to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Does a 16 hit you, Z?
Yes.
Cool.
What?
I don't like the sound of that.
Blue, does a 14 hit you?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Cool.
I hate this. You son of a bitch. Sorry. I watch my profanities.
There's more. Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, are they blinky boys? I hate.
You watch as there's like a
God.
flash of blue light as three dogs appear in front of your allies behind you. Z, you take 3 points of piercing damage. Blue, you take 7 points of piercing damage as you guys are bitten by dogs. You just appear out of nowhere.
Steel's endurance reaction. 8 plus 2, so I don't take any damage.
Okay.
Easy, puppy.
You watch as the one in front of you, Kaya. Is also going to disappear from you. Just flash of blue light and he's gone.
I don't. Oh, okay. Sorry.
And then rushes Z.
How close did it materialize to me?
Sorry, it would have got to there, I think.
Okay, then it needs to make a saving throw of 11.
Brighton
That
wouldn't make it not move closer.
it didn't move closer.
It technically right.
Got further away. Technically. That's a 15, so it does save. It is then going to rush you, Z,
One of these
and
days,
that's a dirty 20. So
Yeah, that
Z,
hits.
you take another 5 points of piercing damage. As we go to Saber.
Hey. Okay. I thought I knew what I was going to do, but now I don't. 'Cause
I know.
all of a sudden, there's loads more of them.
We got this. Don't worry.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on the one next to me. It needs to do a Dexterity saving throw of 12.
That's the first one for me tonight. That is a natural 20. You whip up this magical flame as the dog sort of nudges your hand out of the way, and you end up firing the spell off into the sky.
Cool. All right. With my bonus action, I'd like to cast Shield of Faith onto Blue
Okay.
as well. So that gives you +2 to your AC.
Yes, indeed. I appreciate it.
And yeah, I would normally do that with a touch, but because we're just a little bit out of way, I'm gonna sort of just chuck it at him.
Yeah.
So a little shield like expands from my hand and just bashes into him, and then he starts to. He has a slightly bluish aura to him.
Amazing.
No more tears.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to move because that would be an attack of opportunity. So I'm just going to stand there and hopefully hit it next time.
Okay. Blue.
Yeah, baby, bark skin. Casting bark skin on myself. We're gonna change some things up this
Ooh.
existence. Yeah, doing new things. So that gives me I think that's. Oh, actually, I think that's just basically cancelled that saber stuff. So it gives.
Yeah, because you can't buff on a buff. So if you cast Bark Skin, it will take it from your original AC.
So
what-
just put me to 16 and not.
So because it's basically the same as temporary hit points. You can't add to temporary hit points. You can't use another spell to give yourself more temporary hit points. It's the same for your AC. If you buff your AC, so whatever one's high, whichever spell will give him the higher AC will be the one that takes over.
Okay, can I not do that then?
You don't have to. No, you can change your mind.
Okay. I mean, thank you, Saber, for giving me a small amount of AC.
If you want to do your bark, if you want to do bark skin and get more AC, that's absolutely fine.
Nah, fairy fire. It's fine. Concentration. 20-foot cube. I couldn't only fit was, I assume, like R2.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, they've got to roll. I assume a dex save. Yeah, dexterity saving throw. 13.
Do I have to roll one?
No, I'm not casting it on you.
Thank God.
I don't know because I don't think you can get both of them in without getting Saber.
Okay, first of all, if we're not going by the rules of there's only an X and Y axes, like we can go a slightly bit diagonal. North doesn't. I don't have to be pointing dead north, right? I assume I can make this square whilst pointing at northeast. Let's be real here. Come on.
Yeah, all right. I'll allow it this
I'll like to
once.
chop this
I'll allow it this once. Gotta have some sort of rulage. Saber's one saves, your one doesn't. So
sweet. They're easier to attack, and they're glowing, and
So-
they're lovely blue light.
let's give them a little thing so I know they're
And they're glowing.
glowing.
You're absolutely
Really.
radiant.
We'll
Does that mean we get
advantage
advantage on those ones now?
Just for the one
Just
attacking.
the one in front of blue.
Oh, okay.
Right, so that's cool. Any other benefits with that apart from that? Just temporary, blah, blah. No. So, I will bring up my totem as well. What's the range on that? The radius? 30 foot. Could I reach? Yeah, if I put it in the middle, would that reach? No, that won't reach always, would it?
Radius of 30 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 60 feet wide then.
Beautiful. Yeah, so I can get.
Yeah, I'll just
B,
give you
C,
a-
and Z in that.
That'll get everybody there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sorry, you're moving it now.
Yeah, so I'll just pop it like there for the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone in that gets level 4 plus 5, I believe. Yeah, 9 temporary hit points. My big bear's coming out. Yeah, advantage on strength checks and saving throws whilst in the aura, and just the 9 temporary hit points for us guys for whenever we have them. And
Cool.
I will, just for shits and giggles, shift here.
Okay.
And that's me.
Cool. Z.
Okay, Z would like to rage.
Yeah, baby.
Rage.
Yeah.
And then she will. So it's bonus action. She will just swing with her great sword down upon Dog and try and hit it.
Go for it. Which one are you hitting?
And I'm gonna go for the east one. So the one
Okay.
to good. That's 17 on the dice. So 22 to hit.
22 definitely hits. Roll damage.
Excellent. Only 2 of those at the moment. That's 13 points of slashing damage. No, sorry, because I'm raging. 15 points of slashing damage.
Amazing. You whip out with your sword. You catch the dog from its middle of its neck, like halfway down its body, as like sickeningly red blood begins to pour out of the wound as it whimpers in pain. sort of looks up at you and then begins to growl.
Z is nonplussed.
I growl back.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah,
Amazing.
that's me done.
That's you done. Kaya, you're looking, just to give you a little bit of extra information. The body is face up in front of you. Gangly arms, gangly legs. Looks like a potato with a head. You are staring at the body of Wally Norb.
I did not get
His
that.
face. His face is almost strangely contorted in what you can just about see. It's some sort of like horror. It's not like a peaceful death. It's sort of as Luke is doing there. And his arms and legs are in sort of like strange positions. Yeah.
Can I mean, I was going to do this last time, and then I was too busy being in Kaya's head of just being sort of shocked in the moment, so I didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I don't know if I want to do it now. Do I know that he's definitely dead? There's no doubt in my mind he's definitely.
Oh, 100%. He's been dead. There is large chunks of flesh missing from his like shoulders, arms, legs, where the dogs have already.
I thought so. Okay, good. Okay. In which case, well, I've only got one spell slot left. I really didn't want to have to use a good berry. Try and save it. Well, I did. If he was alive, I was going to save him, but if he's dead, I don't have to feel guilty about not doing it. Okay. In which case, I will, seeing the dogs blink out of existence and hearing everything going on behind me, I would like to whirl around, drawing my bow, seeing it, the dogs attacking my friend. See?
Yeah.
And I would like to bonus action Hunter's Mark, the one that was frightened of me and ran away.
Yeah, so it'd been this one here.
The blue, blue and green. Blue. And I would like to sort of, whirl around and shoot a bow.
Go for it.
At him, please.
Go for it. This blink dog, this like light coloured, like this one's brown coloured skin begins to like ripple with strange squeals and symbols from Kaya. Kaya, what did you roll on the dice there? Looks really good.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 definitely hits.
Okay. And then we've got the Hunter's Mark, which is the D6, and then we've got the D8 plus 3 of the bow, plus my dreadful strikes, which is a D4.
Yep.
So
Oh my
that's
goodness.
5, 9, 10, 11, 14 points.
14 points of damage.
Yes, I want to, and it was 12 points of piercing and 2 of psychic.
Okay, that's a split. Awesome. You fire an arrow which goes into the back of this dog, sinks right in deep, only leaving like the feathers sticking out of its back as it sort of drops one leg and then stands back up, whimpering.
Oh, and then I'd like to take a step forward and say again in Sylvan, if I can, just for a bit of flavour, go back to your masters, but sort of in a more menacing way than that. I just can't do it right now because I'm stressed.
You step forward and say that.
Just literally 5 feet, like not very far at all.
Give me an insight check, Kaya.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not great. This could be worse. It's not good. It's insight. It's only a 3. So that's just a 10. It's a 10.
Only a 10.
Okay. They don't seem to be looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
Blue does a little
Right. Saber, Blue, and Z.
Go.
Can I get you to roll me d6s? So I need 1 from Saber, 1 from Blue, and 2 from Z, please.
Give me some metal dice. It's a 3. That doesn't roll.
It's a 1.
It's a 1?
Three and a 4.
A 4. Okay. Okay, so
3 modeling texture.
that's gonna miss you.
Yay.
That's gonna hit you.
No.
Blue, you take another. You take 6 points of piercing damage as one of the dogs goes for your leg, just ends up biting on this bark, as the other one goes for like the side and finds purchase. Blue's skin resembling like an old oak tree, but just still brightly coloured.
Me?
Sorry?
Did you say me? I was an oak.
Yeah, your bark skin. Yeah, it's,
I didn't cast that.
It didn't cast.
Oh, you didn't? No, Shield of Faith.
I'm
Yeah,
Shield of
sorry,
Faith.
I forgot about that.
I'm covered in
Confusing
tears.
myself now. Covered in
He's
tears.
covered in little tiny caster biscuits with shields.
Oh,
Saber.
intricate.
Oh, sorry. Z, does a 15 hit you?
15 is my armor class now because I took the fucking armor off.
You take 4 half to 2 points of piercing damage. And the other one, there's another flash of blue light and appears in front of Blue. Yeah, does appear in front of Blue and is going to make an attack roll. That's the second.
I'm 14.
Oh my god.
It's a nat 20.
Oh,
Second one of the day.
You're not my friend.
That's a 9 points of piercing damage, Blue.
Gulp.
Indeed.
Oh,
How you
I've got to
doing?
roll Constitution save and throws for whatever spell I've got up. What have I
So
got up?
two,
Constitution.
yeah, Fairy Fire. So it's 2
The
DC 10s.
Who's who turn? Oh no. Ooh, fuck. Nope, it's gone. That's a 4 on one of them.
Okay, so Fairy Fire has dropped.
Bollocks.
Um,
What I wanted to happen. Not what I wanted to happen.
that one that's just moved into the zone of fairy fire. Does that need to roll a
It's
save?
gone. It's gone. I'm distracted
Oh, it's gone.
yeah.
by the
Oh.
biting in my face and arm.
Oh, lovely. All right.
Uh,
sorry.
You guys
Oh,
see
no,
a
what's that?
guard. You see a guard on the wall.
and then,
Um,
oh, good. I don't know.
he walking
So you
along
got a
the
weapon.
sort of walking along goes, "Hey, what's going?" And collapses off the wall.
Useless bastards. I hope it was right.
As in falls our side. Fuck.
There is like a horrible, sickening gargling sound as he just collapses over the parapet and then lands in a crumpled heap at the bottom of the floor. Sorry, on the floor, just splayed out. Weapons, armor gone. His spear and his shield go one way. Like one goes one way, the other goes the other. Yeah.
I'm gonna find you.
I'm gonna get you.
Sorry. Please continue with that.
Yeah. As we move to Saber.
Do good, my dexterous boy.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for a guiding bolt at the one that's green on the outside, yellow on the inside.
Yep. Okay.
No, I'm green on the outside, yellow on the inside.
Or yellow on the outside, yellow on the inside, green on the
We're
outside.
both the same.
One's brighter and it's not blue.
One's not blue.
Oh, to me it is. Oh, I mean, me and one of them are yellow and blue. Well, sorry, yellow and green.
I'm guessing
Would you
you're
want-
hitting the dog and not Blue.
Yes, the dog and not blue.
Oh no, Kaya's
could hit
yellow
blue,
and
though.
green too.
No, not blue. Not blue. Don't hit blue.
Oh my goodness.
Don't hit anything because that's a 7.
No.
You watch as the dog next to you, like, headbutts your leg. It's like a resembles like a I don't actually know what these. I'll send a picture. That's what they look like.
Yeah.
Awesome.
As it like headbutts your side, Saber, you fire your spell off into the sky again. Yeah.
Saber, just for you to remember, not that it matters this time, but when you do a spell within 5 feet, it's at disadvantage.
Cool.
'Cause
All right.
you've
Yeah.
not
I don't
taken the
want to roll
war
again in
caster
case it is
feat.
a 1. Okay. Yeah, I haven't taken any feet. I haven't got that far yet. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, that.
Yeah. One day I might make it.
Because they
Yeah, multi-class. Bonus actions. I don't really have any bonus actions I want to use right now.
True.
I think it might be. I
Pardon?
think that it might be if you're casting a spell on a creature that's like next to you. It might be a disadvantage.
When you make a
Or is it
ranged
within-
attack with a weapon,
with
a
a-
spell, or some other means, you have disadvantage on attack roll if you are within 5 feet.
Yeah, okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
so-
There's a range spell. I was like, but some spells are touch, so that makes no sense. But okay.
Yeah. So he wouldn't for that particular one because he's so it would be if you cast it to the one on his to his east, that would be with disadvantage. The one directly below him wouldn't be with disadvantage because it's not next to him. It's basically that whole thing of like you're trying to do complicated
He's just
hand
so
movements with
smart.
somebody.
He already thought
Yeah.
of all this.
Yeah. But thank you, Andy, for pointing it out. And for being
Nice.
the DM's best friend, you can have inspiration.
Narc.
Bloody dark.
Yes, it's fair.
That's so mean.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate it. So I won't make that mistake next time. That's good.
Maybe you won't.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got nothing. What's that? What's that do? Yeah, I've got nothing else. I'm going to cast Divine Favor on my mace. As I pull it out.
Is it a
Shield of
cantrip?
Faith, yeah, it's not a cantrip, it is a first level. Hang on, let me check. It is a concentration spell. Yeah, no, I don't want to do that because I want to keep the Shield of Faith going. So I'm just going to stand there and go, we're fucking useless tonight.
In which case we go to blue.
Blow. Yeah. Any bonus actions I can do in the meantime? Nah. Alright, we're a snake.
Cool.
Get it, yeah?
About time.
Sorry. It's childish of me. Yes, it is about time. Curl up around these big boys and, maybe with the size of me, even push one of them back or wrap around them or something. I can't do anything at the moment because that's my action to do that, and it doesn't have bonus
I think-
actions.
Because your form wouldn't push creatures away from it, there's nothing in that, you would move out to 5 feet to be able to transform into this snake. What's your AC as a snake? Just so... Oh, I can't change it anyway. It doesn't matter. Carry on.
13, so it'd be 15.
No, it's fine. It's more. I thought I could add your hit points and stuff on the token, but I can't because we've made it as a. Anyway, doesn't matter. As blue transforms into this giant coral snake.
Yeah, baby. That's all I can do.
Okay. See.
The being annoyed that Doggy ran away and has gone after her other friends, will just quickly dive into her inside pocket, pull out a vial, and down her vial of potency, and the slightly swells up, and you see the classic dark black eyes with black veins come around her eyes. From the witch art, And
Oh, I was picturing more like you were Popeye eating some spinach, but yeah.
and then that one. And then we'll swing at this dog
Go for it.
next to her.
Do it.
Kill it.
What is so 18 to hit.
18 does hit. Roll
Excellent.
damage.
8, 13, 15 points of slashing damage again.
You take the head of this dog clean off.
Excellent.
Just sidestep a bite and decapitate the dog.
Ow.
Its body separates from its head and it is twitching.
Okay, and then I don't know if you'll let me do this for flavour, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Can I pick up the head of the dog?
Mhm.
Look back at Kaya
Mm-hmm.
and just shout, "Help! Need help, guys! Need help now!" And then charge at the yellow and green dog, and halfway there, throw. I'm not looking to cause it any damage with the head because that would be cheeky, but just throw the head at the dog so it lands in front of it.
Cool. Just commit to a square there because you're right in the middle of 4.
There you go.
Oh, sorry, you were halfway through. Yeah, you're going to throw the head. Give me an intimidation check.
Get it.
Can I use my athletics and my size as my intimidation?
Was how well we threw the head.
Give me an attack roll.
I think that-
Just a straight d20 roll because you're throwing a head, right?
Yeah. So the d20 is 9.
9. Okay, just roll it. You're rolling this. Just roll an athletics check for me, just straight, not with advantage.
Another
I know you're
wouldn't it be-
raging, but
So another d20.
another d20. This is an athletics check, and I'll make it apparent in a second. But
Okay, so that would be a 23.
amazing. Okay, you see Z throw the head, but it falls short of the blink dogs and just sort of like tumbles as Z sort of steps up next to the head, chasing it. The head like just tumbles and then sticks perfectly facing the blink dog as it looks, just turns round, snarls, and then whimpers as it looks at the head of its fallen comrade. You were going to say something then, Saber?
I was going to say, does he get advantage because that dog's already been scared tonight by by Kaya?
The
It's
other
got a
one,
frightened
isn't it?
condition.
It's already
It's not-
frightened.
It's not that one.
Oh, I was not.
Blue one. Blue.
No,
It's the
The
one
one
that
that was
said-
just killed. All right,
Yeah.
my apologies.
I
I will stay out of it.
But yeah, nice try. I like your thinking. So
Inspiration
that's
for that.
action. Your bonus
I'm
action,
done, I'm
Andy,
done,
and
I'm
movement.
done,
You're
I'm
done.
Z's done.
Kaya.
I would like to move sort of 30 feet. What are we saying? Like diagonal counts as the 5 still?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, oh, no, I need to select it. We're 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. And then I would like to, once again, try and shoot at the scared, terrified boy with my bow, please.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, 16.
16 definitely hits. Roll damage.
Okay. He's still hunter's marked, which is nice. And got my dreadful strikes. Okay, that's not as good. That's 5 points of piercing and 1 of psychic.
Okay. You maim this dog, shooting as it turns. You catch it in one of its like the topper portions of its leg. Goes straight through and out the other side. As you see, the dog can no longer put weight on this front leg. As it like hobbles, whimpering. Anything else from Kaya?
No, that's all I got. That's all I got.
Okay. Just need to check something.
I'm not dignifying Z's comment with a response because what does she think I'm doing? I have traumatized and I'm shooting things. Leave me alone.
Split the pie.
Ugh.
Awesome.
GG.
Split a lot. Type of things.
I've only got
At
3.
least he's not rolling.
From all intents and purposes, Kaya disappears from view.
Oh shit.
As around you, Kaya, you lose all sight. Literally raising from the ground, you see this what you fire the shot, look down, and you see these tendrils of blackness rising from the floor. As immediately just you can no longer see your comrades.
Yeah.
Can she hear us?
You can still hear the dogs and things. As you hear somebody's breath behind you, Kaya. As you hear, it's like somebody talking through. It sounds like they're talking through a mask from behind you. You just hear the words, My, Kaya. This was merely a test. Number 3.
Oh shit.
I don't know what that means.
That means his third natural 20.
Oh no.
I know what that means.
I wish I'd been a bit more prepared and set up the second camera for tonight. Not only did I roll a natural 20, I rolled 3d6, all landing on 6. And I've just rolled another d8, which landed on 3. Kaya, you take 21 points of piercing damage as a dagger is plunged into your back.
Sharp dagger.
That's a super sharp dagger.
As the dagger is pulled out of your back, you feel the person moving away from you. You may take an attack of opportunity if you so wish, if you've got any melee weapons to hand, but it will be with disadvantage because you cannot see this person.
I will take that roll with the dagger that I keep on my person at all times. Oh, that's not bad. I mean, it's not good. I don't think it's gonna hit, but it could be worse. You know, it could always be worse. With disadvantage, that's a 16.
16. You whip out. Roll damage.
Yes!
Oh, oh no, I don't get my dreadful strikes, so I already hit something this round, I think. So
It's just a reaction.
it's 3 plus. Do you get the proficiency-ness?
Yeah, if you're proficient in it, yeah.
That'll be 6 points of piercing back, please.
Oh, yeah. You wheel round, slashing wildly with your dagger, and it makes contact, and you hear this as there's you can hear something hit the sand below your feet. Yeah. Kaya, give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay. Oh. Not great. Perception. Practical girl +7. So that is a 7 plus 4 is 11.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
This dagger, like I said, the dagger is pulled out of your back. You wheel, spin around, throwing a wild attack with your dagger. It connects. You hear this grunt, a splattering of what sounds like blood, but you're not sure if they're still there. They don't know. They don't know if they've run away, if they're still there, if they're about to attack you next, and you're just stood there holding your dagger. As I need Saber, Blue, and Z to roll d6s for me.
Yo, that's another one.
No.
Okay, cool.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Blue, does when people enter your bear aura, do they get the temporary hit point, or is it only when you cast it?
I would assume it's when I cast it, but
Yeah.
let's have a look.
Unless it specifically says, I'm going to roll it as it's when you cast it.
Each creature of your choice in the aura when the spirit appears.
Yeah.
Thanks. Should try that one.
Saber, does a 18 hit you?
That's my armor class.
You take 4 points of piercing damage, and you'll need to make a con save if you've got any concentration spells up, which I think you do. Shield of Faith. DC
yes,
10.
I do. Yeah.
Z, that one's going to miss.
Was it 4 damage, did you say?
4, yeah.
Cool.
And Blue
Con save, DC 10.
does
12.
Oh, we'll wait for them. 12. So you pass. Blue, does a 14 hit you?
Ooh, with his shield of faith, it does not.
Okay. In which case, the dogs. One goes for Z, but still hesitant about approaching. So sort of like does like a half bite, and Z's just. You can easily just slap the dog away before moving in for your next strike. One tries to bite Blue as you watch a shield appear from somewhere. No, sorry, not a shield. A scale, like a golden scale, just jams itself in the mouth of the dog, protecting Blue, as Saber is bit in the calf by one of the dogs.
That's bastards.
And we go to Saber.
Well, I think I mentioned that I pulled my mace on the last one, so I'm going to use War Priest and swing at the dog right next to me twice.
Yeah, go for it.
Roll both attacks at once. That is going to be a 19 and a 17.
Both of them connect.
Perfect, and that's going to be. Let's do that. Fucking hell! Both of them are 5 damage.
Okay.
Bludgeon him.
5 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the dog's face away with the mace. As it turns back, you hit it on the other side of its face, just leaving like a few puncture wounds with your mace.
Yeah.
Still snarling and growling at you. Anything else from Saber?
That's it. That's my bonus action with the War Priest and the 2 actions. So I am good. I'm just going to stand there and wait for it to bite me again.
Blue.
We are biting this orange dog fighting Saber.
Okay.
Yes, we'll probably hit 13 plus 5, 18.
Definitely hits.
Awesome. That's 2d4 plus 3. That is a 4 and 2, so basic math is hard. That's a 9. They need to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 12. Unless you're just going to do what you normally do and tell me they're dead already.
No, they're still up. I'm just really bad at maths, right? And I've just thrown my d20 on the floor. So we'll roll the other one.
That's that one.
11.
Kill it. Kill it.
I'm mad. We're rolling a d100. That is a 23, which is they become incapacitated and spend the duration screaming, laughing, or weeping.
Ooh.
Okay.
As Blue takes a big, mighty chomp into this thing.
As you, Blue strikes out. extremely quickly, like coiled up as a snake, just springs out, and you, Saber, see flecks of like liquid, like a very, very light blue liquid leave the like wound on the dog as it slumps, staring at you, staring at you, Saber, and begins to weep.
Oh, that was... Oh, poor boy. I feel a bit sorry for it now.
Anything else from
It
Blue?
says, so it's the duration, which is 10 minutes.
Oh, man.
Anything else from Blue? Yeah, okay, let's get, shit, is there... So there's no way I can squeeze in between these guys and be in range of both the dogs in front of Z?
Because you are large, I know technically.
That's fine.
Yeah, you can still hit both of those dogs. Yeah.
I just want to be in range. I want to be something else they can hit.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's completely incapacitated, so it can't make its attack of opportunity against you as you leave its range. As you move, you slither around. I know technically a snake could go lengthways and not coiled up, but for the sake of D&D, we're going to have to play it as a large creature. So, we are on to... Yeah, we're on to Z then.
Did we hear noises coming from behind us when Kaya was attacked?
What's your passive perception?
Not great. 12.
15.
I'm going to say no then. You particularly wouldn't. Blue on a 15, you would. And Saber, being so far away, probably not even crossed your mind.
Well, see, I think Z is in the way. I think I probably wouldn't have noticed Kaya disappearing behind Z.
The snake
Right.
looks at Z and goes...
You did say that we saw the black envelop Kaya, though, did you not?
Yeah, you would have seen this big. It's like a dome of blackness, like 15 foot high, just and 15 foot across, just envelop Kaya. Yeah. You've
Okay.
seen that,
Okay.
but you wouldn't have heard anything.
No, that's fine. Z doesn't trust that. Then what she will do is she will try to remember the last point that she saw Kaya at, and dash at that point and pick up anything that she runs into and just carry on running through.
Okay.
So
All right.
I'll let you decide how we do that.
Okay. I think Z is battle hardened enough to know where Kaya is in the center. You know Kaya would have been in the center of the thing.
Okay, then I will dash at that space and pick up and carry on dashing with whatever
So
I grab.
You're 30 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, you could easily clear that. Kaya. Intelligence saving throw from me. Well, from you, not from me. From you.
It's a 9.
9. Okay. You sprint forward, rushing into the darkness. As soon as you enter this thing, you lose all sense of where you are. But you rush forward, arms outstretched, ready to grab Kaya. As Kaya, you hear something large moving towards you. Give me an attack roll.
Yeah. With the dagger that I'm holding, or just a straight? Okay.
Dagger you're
that's
holding.
a 16.
16.
Holy shit.
Out the other side of the darkness, you see Z lifting Kaya like almost like in a fireman's lift over one shoulder, and Kaya is stabbing into the back of Z with a dagger. As you two come out of the other side of it, so you've gone 5, 10, 15,
Don't
20,
forget
25.
attack of opportunities from the dogs.
Holy
40.
shit, Z.
You got to there,
40 as well.
45 feet. Oh, I don't know what just happened there. I've just rotated Kaya somehow. Yeah,
Oh,
I have
exciting.
no idea how I've done that. Oh, there we go.
That was cool.
Yeah. So you take roll damage on your attack, Kaya.
I did. It's a 5.
Okay, so Z, you take 2 points of piercing damage from Kaya, and the dogs both miss you. Running away from the dogs.
Quick question. If a dog is moving to attack someone, would I get an attack of opportunity on them? They're not moving out of their space, but they are moving.
No, so it's only when they leave the threatened, like
Range.
move your space. So for instance, if they attacked Z there, because they haven't technically moved off that 5 feet square, you don't get an attack of opportunity.
If you had the sentinel feat,
If you
would.
had Sentinel, you would. There's certain feats and things you can take to do such.
This snake is just watching this blink dog move 4.9 spaces. Almost there.
As Z, you carrying Kaya on your shoulder.
As my bonus action, Z will just run a blade across the inside of her elbow and ignite it, and stand there waiting for anything to come out of the dark.
Cool. Amazing. Kaya, you've just been lifted off your feet and carried out of the darkness by who you didn't realise was Z. And you've just stabbed him in the back with a dagger.
Am I still over Z's shoulder? She's not put me
I
down.
think Z would have put you down.
Put me down. Okay. I will probably, realizing it's Z, probably like too panicked to really notice that what I've done is just stab Z at that point. Z. I will probably turn around and just try and shoot back into the circle. Not that I think it's gonna. I can't imagine I'm gonna hit anything, but like it's just what she would do. So she's just gonna desperately, shoot into the circle, probably with my bow with disadvantage. I imagine.
It is with disadvantage, but you take a shot into the darkness. Yeah, go for it.
That's my first natural 20 of the night. How fucking annoying is that? Because it's. So with my +7, my 12 becomes a 19.
You knock an arrow, pull back, let go, flies through the darkness, and you hear it splinter on the wall behind. It connects with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
I'll probably just drop to my knees for a second and not do anything.
Okay. So I need Blue to roll me to. Well, you can change your mind.
Can I?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make Andy really unhappy. Can I run back into the blackness?
Yeah.
Gosh darn.
Sorry. Yeah. I know it's what I would do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, you say
good.
Stab. Run away.
Let me out. Scrappy do over here.
You can move yourself back into the dark if that's what you want to do.
Yep, I really do. I do. 5, 10, 15.
Yeah.
Ready, escape ready.
Okay.
You get an attack of opportunity from Z if they want.
Right, sit down.
You just want to put your foot on her tail so she can't run.
Cool. Blue. Can you roll me 2d6s? And Saber, can you roll me 1d6?
Are you sure one's not incapacitated?
2.
2. Cool. Just one. You rolled a 2 on the dice.
I rolled a 2 on the dice.
Cool. What did you
I
roll?
rolled a 2 on one dice and a 1 on the other dice.
Cool. In which case, does a 16 hit you, Blue?
Yes.
You take 6 points of piercing damage as one of these things bites the tail of the snake.
Tail, baby. That's what the snake is.
The one in front of you, Saber, still weeping.
Very sad.
Yeah. Saber, it's you.
It is. If this one that's crying, do I get any advantage over it or anything?
It's incapacitated.
It's incapacitated. It's lying on the floor, so you'll get advantage on the attack rolls against it.
What about on a dexterity saving throw? Would it get
It will
disadvantage
fail.
on that?
I think it fails.
It'll fail.
let
Perfect.
me just
Then I am
double-check.
gonna.
Pass. I can't spell
Can't
incapacitated.
take
Let's try that.
actions or reactions, is just what it says. So it
So
can't
look.
take a reaction, which would be a saving throw, I'd assume.
Oh, okay. So no, it wouldn't. It wouldn't just fail then.
Would it not?
I thought. Maybe that's something else.
Oh.
If you're unconscious, you automatically fail.
Yeah, there's another one that will
okay.
automatically fail as well. And I can't. Is it grappled?
My.
Yeah. Okay. It's not gonna. Yeah. It's not gonna get. You're not gonna get disadvantage. Sorry. It's not gonna get disadvantage on the saving throw. But it is immobile.
Okay.
Can't take actions. Can't move. Yeah.
Oh, so if I was to move away from it, it couldn't take attack of opportunity.
Nope.
Correct.
Nope.
Okay.
It's stunned.
It's
That's what it is. No.
Oh,
they're-
okay.
Carry on.
Because if you click on conditions, incapacitated and stunned have different sections.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what Andy was saying. It's if it was stunned, it doesn't have.
Oh,
It would fail.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
My bad.
All right. What's the Oh, it's 30 feet on a disadvantage for an arrow shot, isn't it?
Yeah, you got to get 30. Whatever your in your let's have a look at your character sheet. It's easier for me to try and explain it. So you got like a small and a large range.
150 to 600.
So you will have disadvantage on a shot within 150 feet of the creature.
No, it's within 5.
Holy shit.
Anything outside 5 feet, you're back to normal.
So is it in 150 feet it's regular, and then within 600 feet then it's disadvantage?
Oh
Correct.
yeah, sorry, wrong way. Yeah. So you set 5 feet away from it, you can shoot it in the head.
Okay.
Yeah, but because it's lying on the floor, you will have disadvantage against it because it's a ranged attack. If you just hit it now, it's lying on the floor. You'll have advantage.
Oh yeah, then I wanna. I've still got the mace in my hand. Then I will. I will smash it in the head with my
Go for
mace.
it. Roll the attack with advantage.
Put it out of its weeping misery.
Nat 20.
Double
Ugh!
dice.
So that's gonna be 2d6 plus
Wait, does
1.
the double the dice have like a flickering effect, like a strobe?
I wish I would say I've got so many buttons on the remote. If I press one, I feel like we might lose it.
This is technology.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be 6 damage all in, bludgeoning.
Wow, that's a bad crit, but you still kill it. It's
Good.
you,
I just two-handed
yeah,
and bring it
criticism.
down. It's
cave
not. I
in.
mean, I'm not good with the mace. It's
Yeah, you
Oh,
cave
you
in
could've
the
just
skull
stopped with
of
the
this. Yeah, you cave in the skull of this blink dog.
perfect. Then. What was that? That was just a standard action, right? So then I'm going to move 20 feet towards the wall to try and sort of like put my back a bit so I can see out and see what's going on, and then just hang out there, I think,
Okay.
for a bit.
Okay. Blue.
Chomp. Blue boy.
Okay.
Oh, it's a 19 plus 5. So
Yeah, that's going to hit. 24 definitely hits.
Yep. So a Constitution saving throw of 12, unless they die, which they might. That's going to be 6, 7, 8. Piercing
Dead.
Dead.
Yep.
And then I look at the other one and am just trying to communicate to it that you're next, unless you don't want to be. But I don't think I can communicate that at the moment as a snake, so.
Then we move back to the top of the initiative order, which is... go on.
Yeah, I'll move in between it and save it a little bit, but with enough for him to still have attack.
Yeah.
range.
Okay. Then we move back to the top, and it is Z.
Z will keep the direction that she saw Kaya go into the darkness,
Mm-hmm.
and Z will go into the darkness with her hand out in front of her, and anything that doesn't feel like Kaya, I will hit with my greatsword.
Cool. You go into the darkness, hand outstretched, comes into the back, contact of the back of Kaya's head. Kaya, this time knowing Z is like knowing where Z is, you don't try and strike out at Z, as Z you get behind Kaya.
Okay, then I would say to Kai, get back to back and hit anything that isn't me, and I will hold my action to swing my greatsword if I hear or feel anything move that isn't Kaya.
Okay. Cool. Kaya.
I would like to say back to the sort of a get out of here. This isn't your fight. I've got this. And that bit is definitely said not very. Yeah, I don't really believe it, but I'm telling myself I believe it. You know, kind of believe it, sort of, maybe. And then, yeah, I guess I will sort of try and use my bonus action just to sort of call out again to be like, stop this, and other clever words, and maybe splash out with my dagger again.
Yeah.
Into the darkness.
Cool.
And try and see if they're still there.
Cool. Give me an attack roll. Will be with disadvantage.
Yeah. That is a 12.
Dagger doesn't come into any contact. Z, with your back to Kaya, you feel Kaya lashing out with a dagger, but you just hear that like the whooshing noise of a dagger, just like as it like flies through the air, but doesn't seem to connect with anything. Go on.
No, it's okay, because I was going to say, can I try and do a perception check to see if they're still here? But actually, I already said I used my bonus action to do some chatty chat. So it's fine.
Blue.
Hello.
Can you roll me a d6, please?
Yeah, baby. It's a 2.
Okay.
What do these mean? Will you ever tell us?
What do these mean?
We've not rolled high yet.
Yes. Thanks.
I think Blue would hear this.
Oh yeah.
But it's not it. You don't hear it. You just feel this weird vibration of like in the air, just this weird like something's not quite right. Peering around Blue, on top of the wall. I haven't got a token here, but I will make one. Let's just go with this guy. Doesn't look like this. I'm just using it as a point of reference. But yeah, you see a man wearing black robes that sort of billow at the bottom. He's got a bald head with like a large hood down. He's got some sort of weird like black mask covering his nose and mouth, and he's holding what looks like something shiny in his hands, like a small object in his hand. And as he lets go, as it falls, it sort of like disappears, just in like some silver smoke. As he just falls backwards off the wall. You see the dog next to you, Blue, is going to try and make it to the wall, but obviously you're going to get an attack of opportunity as it leaves your area of... So give me an attack roll.
Well, it's going to hit 18 plus 5.
18 definitely hits, yeah. So roll damage. Alright, so I'll make a con save.
That is a 10 damage.
10 damage. It rolled a 16 on its con save, which I think passes your... So you just strike without poisoning it as it rushes to the wall and begins to like scrabble at the wall.
But not getting it's got magic.
Doesn't go anywhere, no.
He can't.
Saber.
I'm gonna shoot the dog as it tries to run away.
Okay. Give me a attack.
So, Blue, would you like me to not shoot the dog?
I honestly was thinking about if I knew their intent was to flee, I'm not sure if I would have attacked it.
Right.
But
Can I tell? Did I see the man on the? I didn't see the man on the wall, did I? From where I am.
The reason I say Blue does is because Blue is far enough away from the wall to look up and see. But this is a 90-foot wall. From where you stood, probably been very difficult for you to spot this. There's also another reason I let Blue would have seen this, and you wouldn't.
Yeah.
But you may figure that out later.
That's fine. I'm obviously aware that this dog's trying to disengage.
This dog just sprinted past the snake. The snake striked at the dog as it's now scrabbling at the wall.
Oh. Well, then maybe I won't shoot it then. Maybe I'll just see if I can come over to... Can I get around you, Blue? I've only got 20 feet of movement. I can get alongside you to there, maybe. And yeah, just see if I there's not much else I can do from there. I don't want to fire anything blindly into this black dome. There's pardon?
Could ready.
I'm ready. Yeah, I'll ready an arrow at the dome, just in case anything comes out that isn't Z or Kaya.
Yeah. You reattach the mace to your belt, take out your bow again.
Yeah.
Knock an arrow and sort of wait.
Cool.
Blue.
Okay. So these guys are in the darkness, Saber's with me, Doggy's retreating, and Man's off the wall backwards, away from us. Blue would move up a bit, not attack. Just stay kind of like there. Trying not to agitate the dog, but definitely making sure that it knows that I'm there ready for it if it is going to do anything. I don't think you can, but can you hold a movement as partial action?
No, it's so. You could. I'm going to say no.
I guess I could. Well, no. I guess you could hold a dash, but that would be the only option, maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'll leave it for now. But I'm just
Yeah.
I don't want this dog to feel like cornered, but I want it to know that something is going to attack it if it does anything that deserves attacking.
So normally, as I think its rules is written, you can hold your. I don't know about a dash. I really don't know how to look that up. Normally, it's just you can hold your action, and you can't hold bonus actions.
Yeah,
but I allow to hold a bonus action. Yeah, I allow people to hold bonus actions. That's fine with me. I'm not going to let you hold a movement. I think that's the. Yeah, I think you can just hold a bonus action or an action. But yeah, you can definitely move there and sort of like look threatening to strike.
I want to look more protective than threatening.
Okay.
If that helps. I don't think it'll come across too much.
As Z, in a blink of an eye, the darkness dissipates. You are looking at a row of buildings. Yeah, nothing around you apart from Kaya behind you.
Apart from Kaya. Okay. Then I see the dog still over there. I haven't seen it try and run away, so I will dash at it. As I go past Kaya, I will mumble that when whoever they are attacked you, it became all of our problems. And I will move to there and just be ready for if it moves out of my range.
Okay. Kaya.
I would like to. I would just like to go straight line that way. Bonus action the last dog and shoot with my barrow.
Okay.
Sorry, did I say bonus action hunter's mark or did I say blah blah blah?
I got what you meant.
Okay.
Bonus action hunter's mark, yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And oh my god, maths. What's 8 plus 7? It's 15.
15? 15 definitely hits.
One dead dog.
That's 10 points of piercing and 1 of psychic, please.
You rush up. As Kaya, you rush up, you see the dog scrabbling, like whimpering at the wall, turns to see you, rush up to the side of the wall, drop to its ground and begin like to growl. As it like begins to charge you, you fire a shot, hits it square in the middle of its face and just crumples to the ground.
You could have caught it and had a blink dog friend.
You guys are out of combat.
Cool. I'm gonna move a bit closer then and cast Prayer of Healing.
Thank you.
So everyone will get. It's 6 creatures, isn't it? Are you still a snake? Is that no good if you're a snake?
I'm not a snake. Just before he does that. Whoa.
Just
Yeah.
as
You can.
I
you can-
walk over, blue transforms back into blue. Hopefully. Oh yeah. And yeah, up to 6 creatures, 2d8 plus 2. That's 10, 11, 12 hit points back for everyone.
What's your prayer sound like?
It'll be. I think I'll just ask Tyr to restore the balance as I'm walking towards them.
Cool.
It'd be more of a casual sort of, more of a comment as opposed to a prayer, because I think me and Tyr were like quite tight.
Saber,
Yes.
give yourself inspiration for being a cleric.
Thank you.
Yeah. As you guys feel your wounds begin to mend. Yeah. Saber does like a can you heal my friends? Like, you know. You get a little like comforting, sort of like you get the vision of a nod as everyone begins to feel a little bit better.
Cool.
Can I make my way to the dead soldier and try and investigate to find out what I think killed it, how he died?
Yeah. What's everyone else doing? So Saber's run in, healed everyone. Blue, you've turned it back into your Goliath form.
I'm gonna pile up the dogs.
Don't eat
Okay.
the dogs.
I'm not gonna eat them. I'm not a snake. So
Oh.
pile them up to one side.
Sorry, I've just seen you eat things before. That's all. I thought it was
Well,
weird.
Well, no, I mean, I've not been a snake that much, and I just thought that's what the snake would do. And I tried it with a goblin, and it wasn't very tasty. I'm not a snake at the moment, and like I said, I don't normally eat flesh. Just thought a snake would do it.
These dogs don't look very appetising, I've got to say.
I mean, well, this blue one doesn't look half bad to me, if you know what I mean.
What's Kaya doing?
I don't really know what she's doing with life, really, at this point. Can I head back to the first body jobby?
Yeah.
And go and have a look at them.
Yeah. Cool. So we'll start with Kaya. Give me either a medicine. What are you trying to decipher? Are you trying to see?
Yeah, I want to confirm my suspicions, I guess, of if I think that they died as a result of seeing the dogs terrifying them and like something like of that nature, or of that nature, or if it was some other thing.
Okay. You can either give me an investigation check or a medicine check.
I would like to do a medicine check, please. It's a big old 11.
Nice.
You're not sure what state this guy was in when he was killed, but the fact that he has an inch gash in his neck from one side to the other, and is there covered in blood, you would assume that is how he died.
Okay, can I, if it's not too much before everyone else gets a little go, can I then go through pockets and just make sure that, again, I'm right in thinking that he was just a random target on their behalf, rather than he knew something, or he had whatever it might be, but just let's do a basic search.
This size emerald rolls.
I forgot to do something. But can everyone but Kaya give me a perception check, and I'll just and I'll run it in a second. Something really important that I forgot to do.
18.
It's a
18.
10 for me.
Natural 20 for a 22.
Awesome. Right, I'll come back to that. I'm benching so much stuff at the moment. Right. Kaya, you go through this guy's pockets. Give me an investigation check, which I think you just did. Did you? Or did I not? I don't know.
No,
I'm
we
losing
just did a
track.
medicine,
Cool. Investigation check.
which is just a 13.
Cool. You begin to go through his pockets. You find some like it's like some like half-formed jokes. So you get like the punchlines, like something like there's one that just says it's a load of jokes about rangers, but there's no punchline. It's just like it's almost like he's just asking himself questions and like scraps of parchment. You also find a small harp, like a really tiny harp, like yay big, with only like I don't know if they have a specific name for these types of harps, but it's only got like 8 strings, but it's like, and it's, as you like run your fingers across it, it's like very high pitched. Yeah, you find that. As I was just about to move to Z, Andy has disappeared. In fact, what I'm going to do is, do we want to take a quick 5-minute break?
Sure.
I'd take a
Yeah.
break.
Cool. We'll convene in like 5 minutes. Then, amazing.
Oh, great.
Latest take.
Cool. So we are back. Kaya just going through the pockets of Wally Norb on the ground. Found his throat had been cut.
Felt his Wally Norb.
Always have to lower the tone, Luke. The really important thing I forgot to mention before that happens, as Kaya shoots the last arrow into the dog, Blue and Z, you turn to see Kaya. On her face is a strange tattoo on the side of her face of a puppy, which seems to be moving like it's barking before Kaya turns and goes to investigate Wally Norb's body. Doing that, Z, the other side, your search. Blue, you've began to stack these dogs up against the wall. You managed to get them all there. As Z, you are investigating the body of the guard. You go over. The guard is face down on the floor. Shield one way in front of it. The spear gone out to the right hand side, just lying on the floor. The body is motionless. What do you do?
Can I just turn it over and check for signs and symptoms of why it died?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, give me an investigation check.
No. 5.
Oh, sorry, investigation or medicine. So if that makes it any better.
No, 5.
No. There's so much blood underneath. As you roll the body over, there's a pool of blood underneath. The body is covered in blood. You're not entirely sure where the wound is as you roll it over. As you all hear this, there is a ringing of a bell.
Guys, I think we should make ourselves a bit scarce from here.
As you hear 50 feet south of you, another bell begins to ring.
Is that the guard towers, maybe?
We should.
I think we need to leave, guys.
Yeah,
think Z
we should
put
get
the
out of
weapon
here.
Away, for sure. Well, everyone should put the weapons away if we've got them out.
Yeah, I will take a bit of time
Right.
just to get back into my granddad outfit.
Let's
Yep.
move, and Z will start dashing towards Kaya.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess same. I guess we'll follow suit. I don't want to leave these guys and this poor guard. Should we not just stay and talk to the guards?
No.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to be very understanding.
I feel like they'll be also mad if they ever find out. But okay, yeah, that's guess what we should leave with haste. Should we be? Are we trying to be very silent?
Yes, we should be
Is-
quiet.
Can I have a quick scout around? Is there anyone up on the ramparts? Any sounds as if people are moving towards us?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Can I notice Z doing that and look as well? Since I've just asked that
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, you can do the same. Either you can give Z advantage, or you can roll your own.
I want to roll my own.
Okay.
That's a natural 1 plus 5.
Oh.
16.
16. Blue, you see Z. Z, you just stop and start beginning to looking around the ramparts as Blue walks into the back of you. Just completely oblivious, just looking up at the ramparts, just walk into you. You do see lights like of torches beginning to come down the ramparts from either direction, so from south and north.
Hey, we need to be out of here, guys. Let's go.
Is there any gaps in the houses? Like any? Is it all the houses? Is it a terraced like street or?
So there sort of occasionally there's an alleyway. You can see.
Shoot,
There's one. There's one about here.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, yeah, one here. You cast Pass Without Trace on everybody.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
That give advantage on stealth, right?
Gives you plus
That
10.
gives us a plus 10.
Plus 10, even
whilst you're in
better.
my range.
Awesome.
You wait for everyone to gather around, I guess, Blue, and then cast Pass Without Trace. What does it look like in terms of your spell? Like, how does it look for?
Well,
Like,
first
how
I'll
do you
put-
cast it?
Yeah, I'll put the bear totem away.
Mhm.
'Cause that's probably going to be pretty obvious as well. And then, like, with that coming away, like, somewhat, like, draw the magic into me and somewhat just, like, pass it around, and then leaves scatter and just come around us, and we kind of just, little illusions, I guess, maybe just fade us in, like, just like, camouflagey into the background.
You guys get covered in like these like leaves like randomly on your body, which fade in and out of the colors of what's around you. For instance, like if you walk up to the red brick building, parts of you become red brick. As you sort of like, it's not all of your body, but it just gives you that illusion you're part of the building. As you guys
The invisible car from James Bond.
Like a Jackson.
Yeah, it's just like you just weirdly fade in and out of sight.
It's
Cool.
artistic.
I'm gonna need you all to roll stealth checks.
So, yeah, I normally get a disadvantage on that. That's good.
You do get a disadvantage, but you do get plus 10. So roll with disadvantage plus 10.
So, with a disadvantage, it's 29. That's the best roll I've ever done. I got
Nice.
a natural 20 and a 19 on the. Yeah,
Beautiful.
Cool.
You stealthy
well,
boy.
I am
Anyone else
invisible.
roll?
23.
23?
29. 6.
26?
16.
16. You all make it to the alleyway and slip into the darkness before the guards' torchlight runs Blue going last into the alleyway. You see the guards like meet in the central point and begin leaning over and shouting. From the odd bits of conversation, you hear like someone shout, "Oh, that's one of ours! Who's down there?" Like as you see like torches like waving around. Yeah, as you guys slip into the alleyway, disappearing from view. Blue, you would also hear people beginning to open front doors, and you hear the chattering of people. You hear like the door open to the house next to you, and you hear like, "What's going on? Is everyone? Who's that?" And it's like people begin to come out of their houses. Yeah, she slipped down the alleyway. Where are you?
Try and like shout whisper to some of the pedestrians, like, back into your homes.
Who said that? Who's down there?
And then
As you
I'll
see,
use-
like,
I'll use produce flame to say now, and then raise up a little bit on me, and then just raise back down, just to intimidate them a little.
Clearly see who you are.
who's there? As you like this, and you just illuminate like everyone around you. You see
Still got +10.
this face appear from around the alleyway of a old hunched man over a cane, thick spectacles, like good inch off his face, peering into as the flames go. His eyes go wide. He topples backwards and lands on his back. Yeah. As he like falls over. As he's sort of like turtled on his back, like yeah.
Oh, come on, let's get back to the yurt.
Pick him
Now's
up and
not
let's
the
go.
time, Blue.
No, okay. I'll get shouted at. Run away. Hide. I just hope the people stay safe. There might be more dogs. That's my thinking. But yeah, I'll follow the group and stay quiet now. I'm sorry.
Right, back to the yurt then.
Maybe. Oh, yeah.
Maybe. I like that idea.
I just thought
You
it was
slip
a
away.
different map.
You slip away into the darkness, disappearing from like sort of going between houses, sort of waiting in alleys, and you see like guards rush past to sort of like sneak your way back to the Crooked Lands. As you make your way into the market square, you see. Let's see. What do you see? Everyone can give me a perception check.
Oh god damn!
That's
Natural
pretty
one.
good.
23.
12.
Back to normal.
20. 18 plus 7 is 25.
25.
Yeah,
25, yeah.
thank you.
Hey, you beat me.
Yeah, you come out. How long does your pass that trace last? Is an hour.
An hour. Yes.
Cool. You probably make it back to the market square before the spell. No. I think you would make it back to the Crooked Lands. But as you approach into the market square, you see that seems to be more guards at the entrance of Blackmorn Manor, like this area between the two towers here. As more people seem to be posted there now. You also, Kaya and Blue, you would see this, but all of you see that there around you, everything. There's no lights. Lights in the towers, lights in the guard huts behind these guards patrolling back and forth. But there are lights coming from the Crooked Lands, from the murky windows. There's still lights coming from there.
He told us to come around the back and go into the yurt.
We should check it out.
Is there any noise coming from inside?
Being on the other side of the marketplace, it's difficult to tell.
Oh, yeah.
I still think maybe we should go back and just talk, because there's a lot that just kind of happened there, and
Yeah, which we will get blamed for. Do you really think the guards are going to trust us that we were set on by dogs and we didn't kill the guard up on the rampart?
no, I guess not. But I just, like I say, I just kind of want to get out of sight first. But there's also stuff I want to talk about.
Okay, then let's get into the yurt.
You cross the market square. I haven't drawn it on the map, but there's basically a line of trees. Like every so often, these dead-looking trees with nobody to care for them. They're sort of like just sat in mud. They're like gone without water for a few days. There's like very few leaves on these trees as you cross between the market square. You sort of like cross halfway, wait, and then cross the other half, like not sprinting across to alert the guards. And none of them show any interest as you sort of make your way round the back of the Crooked Lance and see these yurts. Just following off your other perception checks, Kaya and Blue, you notice that none of the other yurts have smoke coming out of the top, so neither of them are being used, but you know yours is the furthest on the left. There is, however, small amounts of smoke coming from the tavern.
Can we hear anything coming from the tavern?
You can give me a perception check if you want to go and try and listen in. Maybe go up to the door or something.
I'm just going straight to the yurt. But...
10.
Okay. 10? Yeah, you, Saber, rush up to the door, put your ear against the door, and you hear... From inside the tavern.
Right. I think I might go in and see what's happening. See if everyone's all right in there.
Yeah. Cool. You open the door, poke your head in.
No.
You see the tavern is completely empty, bar one of the long tables on the other side of the tavern to where you are. There seems to be... give me an insight check.
Insight for 17.
17. It seems to be a family. They all have similar features. There's a human, like an elderly guy. When I say elderly, he's in sort of like near retirement age. A woman sat next to him. She's crying. He's talking to Gilgrath. And there is like what you would look at maybe like a early 20s, like young man, locked in on the conversation this father-like figure is having with Gilgrath, and a small girl, probably 10, maybe 12, clutching a teddy, like a teddy bear.
Have any of them noticed me opening the door?
No, you're still with pass without a trace
stealthy.
on it. You are stealthy. However, somebody has noticed you walking into the tavern.
I'm assuming it's Mr. Dragonhead.
Bulgrath is locked eyes with you. As you sort of look up, he is just...
I'm just going to freeze
staring at
and stare back and just hold his gaze, I think, for a little while.
You can hear like you hear the conversation as this is all happening. As you hear, yeah, I don't know what posed them to attack like that. They've never been a real problem. Maybe one or two in a summer months, Gilgrath, but I've never seen numbers like it. They just come out of nowhere. Well, as you sort of like survey, you see the older and younger chap are wearing tatty leather armor. The woman is wearing like a dress. The girl is wearing a nightie. Yeah, we were just... I don't know. We went down. We had a quick check of the crops, before we go. We always do it. Go down, have a quick check in the evening, make sure everything's fine. But they just sprung out of nowhere. Cam, he took out 2 of them, but we just had to bolt. There were so many. As you hear Gilgraf go, well, that is a pity, isn't it? Well, look, you can take one of the yurts tonight. Well, obviously, I ain't gonna charge you. We've gone back so far. Look, you take a yurt, just not the one on the left. I would take the one on the right. They got a big Goliath in there in the left. I reckon he'll snore like a train. Not a train. He'll snore like a
train?
he'll snore like a band of hob all night. So yeah, you might want to just
Sexual racism.
as you see them, bless you, Gilgraf. As they sort of shake hands. Saber, you're still locked eyes with.
Bullgraph.
Mhm.
I think I'm just gonna slide. I'm gonna slide back outside and let the door close, and maybe wait there to see if I can talk to this family when they get outside. And I just want to see if it was goblins and stuff that attacked their holdings, their farm.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. You just step back from the door and wait. What's the rest of you doing?
I'm in the yurt. Wait.
You're in the yurt?
Yeah, I would have gone into the yurt and then waited for everyone to come through the door if I was in there first. If not, I would have waited. I would have arrived and then wait to see if everyone was there.
Yeah, everyone. I think Kaya. Kaya, what are
Kaya's
you
not
doing?
going in. She's gonna
Okay.
stand outside just for a bit, sort of, breathing. And then if she's seen Saber go into the tavern, she's just gonna be sort of stood, waiting, sort of hand sort of loosely on her dagger, just in case anything goes south.
In which case, then Z, it's you and Blue inside the yurt.
I am like
Well,
just on a chair or a bed or something, just like hunched over, like foot tapping, like looking like nervous and ready to talk about confused things. It's like lots happened, and I've remembered things from before times and have questions, and I'm confused, and I still don't know if you guys being old is weird. That's still weird to me, buddy. You just look so great.
In which case, then we'll play out what happens with Saber. Saber, you step back from the door. As you hear, like, thanks, Gilgraf. We'll see you in the morning. As the door opens and you see this weathered-faced man step out.
Excuse me, friend.
What the fuck? He's going to try and punch you.
Good.
Chris.
We'll see you.
Saber, you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as the guy breaks your nose.
Oh, hang on.
What?
He is hard. I what the?
He's a farmer.
Didn't even roll to hit. Just punched me in the face. Okay. Well.
No. He rolled to hit. He rolled a 19.
Oh god.
Without any bonuses. And yeah, he breaks your nose. As you just make him, with you being invisible to him, as you step out and start talking, he just surprise punches you.
Yeah, pass without a trace.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I forgot about that. I thought it'd just be
He's there. He like steps backwards into the tavern, holding his hand. As he goes, Cam, grab my sword.
Wait. That was a bloody good hit, but I'm not looking for trouble. Just a conversation.
There is a scrambling and somebody missing 3 steps as Gilgraf appears. What the fuck are you doing, Saber?
Well, I was. You said you'd be locked up. I've seen the lights on. I thought I might come in for a little crafty drink with you, but I saw that you were having a bit of a private conversation, and I overheard a little bit, and I just wanted to maybe ask a few questions, if that's all right.
There's like a glance between Gilgraf and this man, and then Gilgraf sort of nods. You see the man holding his fist, which is now splattered with your blood. Right, I'm sorry. And he holds out his other hand. Dan.
Dan?
Yeah, Dan.
Oh, I'm Saber. Nice to meet you.
Look, you shouldn't jump out at people like that. We've had a hell of a day, and you just.
Listen, I absolutely understand. I simply forgot how well covered I was. I didn't realise how secretive I was being and discreet I was. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to scare you. Can I just ask though? It sound like, from what I overheard, and please pardon my eavesdropping. I didn't mean to. It sounds like you've encountered some sort of problems at your home today.
Well, I'm Dan. This is my wife, Ezzy.
Ezzy,
that's
right.
Cam. That's that's my oldest son. And that's Jew. That's my daughter.
Jew.
Yeah. Dan Tramfire.
Dan Tramfire. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I'll cut straight to the chase because I know you've had a long day and you want to get some rest. I just want to know, was it goblins and such that came to your land today?
No, we had a problem with some bullywogs.
With what? Sorry.
Bullywogs. You know.
Bullywogs.
Yeah, small frog toad people.
I believe I've come across them in this land. Yes.
Saber, give me a what would I rank you? Give me a history check.
Oh, that's all right.
See if you come across these creatures.
13.
I think you probably haven't had dealings with them, but probably know from text and things like from your religious text and things. Maybe not like, your religious studies. They would have been mentioned a few times. Bullywogs are like humanoid frog people, basically. Is the best way I can put it. Like toads that can toads in their sort of like primal. They hunt. They wear clothes. They have their own society. They are considered. They're not considered humanoid in terms of. They have like. I don't know how to put this without being horrible, but they don't have like status and citizenships and things like that. They don't speak common, and they tend to keep to themselves. But they have their own society. You would know that through your studies.
Right. Okay. And did they seem more coordinated than normal, than the usual attacks that you might suffer from?
Yeah, they right. What it is like, and he sort of goes over and sits down, and Gilgraf goes behind the bar, starts pouring. You hear like ale being poured into glasses. So we at a farm, we have a tobacco farm, you see, right? And we have to flood vast areas of the farm using the streams and rivers and things. We flood them so that we can plant the crops and they grow. They need a lot of water, tobacco. So we tend to flood them about this time of year. Flood them, plant the stuff, and then we just check on it every now and again, and we like to go down, make sure nobody's tampering with the stuff. With all the things happening in Kilk at the moment, we heard about all the lockdown and things. We didn't get involved. We didn't want to go in there, but we heard what was going on, so we were just checking the plants to make sure no one was stealing or anything like that. Now, occasionally we get a couple of bullywogs come downstream, and they give us a little bit of jip. Don't they, Cam? And you see him nod in agreement. Usually, we normally dispatch them quite easy. They're not hard to kill, and they normally we either threaten them and they run, or we might have to defend ourselves. But we never go after them, we never go after them in intent of killing them, but we just try and scare them off, because we don't want them eating the crops. They'll eat them. This time something was different. Well, me and Cam went down there, and there was one popped his head up, and we sort of went, woo, and he waves his arms around. Woo, we just try and scare it away. Then 2 more popped up, then another 2, then another 5. As these things just popped out of nowhere. And they started drawing spears. So Cam, they charged Cam. Cam killed 2, didn't you, son? Yeah, Dad. Yeah, I did. So we killed 2. I got 1, and then we just legged it, and we grabbed the wife and the kid there, and then headed up here. And yeah.
And right, you didn't notice anything else weird? Any other creatures?
Didn't see anything.
Couple more questions. Are there any magic users in your household?
No, we're not that inclined, you see. Never really been into the books, but I know how to farm.
Fair. All right. Just one more. How did you get into Kilk with your sword? Without having to check it.
Well, look, we knew there was a lockdown happening, so we turned up. There was a bit of. We've only got here just I don't know, less than an hour ago. Guards sort of tried to stop us. Excuse me. Then some bells started ringing. They sort of just waved us through.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. All right. Well, I shan't waste any more of your night. We're about for a bit. If you need a hand clearing them out at the farm, you let me know in the morning.
Who's we?
Well, I've got some friends with me. We're just in the other yurt on the left. You may have heard what's his name again? Gilgraf mentioned the Goliath. I don't know. I was thinking, I don't know why I got that. Yeah, you may have heard Gilgraf mention the Goliath. He's with me and a couple of others.
Oh, Gilgraf is, yeah. They got a couple of big uns in their party. They might be able to help you out there, Dan. Well, would be if you don't mind. I haven't got a lot of coin on me.
Oh, it's all right. Someone from Breeze has asked us for a bit of tobacco, so I'm not looking for big amounts of payment. Maybe just a sample or 2.
Well, if you can clear out those bollywogs, and I can have my home back, you can have your weight in tobacco. I can guarantee that.
Your weight or my weight?
Well, be careful what you wish for. I've got a couple yeah, we got a weighty boy. I weigh quite a lot in this armor.
Well, look, we'll get our heads down, and we'll see each other in the morning. I guess I'll be here for bright and early. Yeah. We do that. And he holds out his hand.
I'll give it a good shake, and then wipe some of the blood from around my nose, and turn and leave and head back to the yurt.
As you turn and walk away, they go, "Fuck me, where did he go?" As you
the broken nose.
I've got a whistle now.
As Saber, Kaya, you probably see this all happening. as Saber like approaches, goes in the direction of the yurt. As you see the rest of this family traipse into the furthest right. Yeah.
I'm going to say it now before we go any further. I feel like I deserve a medal for not just breaking into Lord of the Rings quotes then when you were dropping no eaves, sir. Just trim. I was like, no, he's having a moment, don't do it. I'm really late for trimming the bird.
Yeah, I'll let you guys decide what you're doing. Say if you're going into the yurt, you're probably passing Kyra on the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna sort of ask, are you all right? What was that? What caused you to rush off like that?
I don't really want to repeat myself, so if we're going to do it, I guess might as well do it to everyone.
I think that's fair. So yeah,
Answers.
So this whole fucking conversation on his own, I literally say, I sit there waiting like we're having a conversation. We've been told like get through the city, and I get that conversation was good to have, but it's like this guy hogging the fucking line. Sorry, please continue.
sorry, Luke.
No, I was just kidding. I love it. Very much.
Yeah, so I will head into the yurt and pull up a seat, probably a little too close to Blue. Just to
Yeah. So
yeah, not quite on his lap, but nearly.
So you talk to the family out there? They all...
Yeah. They've been sort of run off their land by these bullywogs. Yeah. I've said we might help them clear them out tomorrow if we've got time.
I'll send you a picture of what they look like. There you go.
He's a good boy.
I've got question marks. That's not good. Let me refresh that.
So are we all in and
Yeah,
the door
he's,
closed and
It's a yurt.
Flap shut.
Flap shut.
So people will still be able to hear us.
I don't have Zone of Silence as a spell, I'm afraid. Sorry. Then we wouldn't hear each other either, so probably for the best.
So, yeah, some stuff happened tonight. Kaya, you don't have something on your face at the moment, but you did before. There were some dogs, and there was a dead guard, and I noticed a gentleman stood on the wall, and then he just kind of suicide fell backwards, so I assume they're dead.
He was very dead.
No. Yeah. What is it?
Well,
I did tell you that
what led us to that.
People.
I'm guessing Kaya has got something to do with the people that you said are chasing you.
Yeah, you
said
could
it was
say
going
that.
to be a while.
Well, you
You
know.
didn't have to worry. Maybe you should tell us more about it now that it's coming into our lives.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it was wishful thinking on my part that they weren't going to find me that quick. But it's the dogs, the hounds. You know, with the hounds, and the hunt master. You know who runs the hounds, and
A hunt master.
And he may or may not, want me for, reasons. It's yeah.
I'm
but it was
gonna stop you there, Kaya. You've had visions of the Hunt Master before. Maybe not seeing them, but you would 100% know they're not a male.
What?
You know it's a female.
They have people in the hunt with them, right? So it's not necessarily them, but it's people part of the. It's more like a landing, searching party. I'm guessing.
More gonna come.
Well, they found me now, so I imagine she'll be on her way. Yeah.
So what should we do?
Oh, well, not much you can do, really. I mean, it'll be fine, or it won't. I don't have to do anything.
What
Really,
will happen?
Well,
I
we won't do nothing.
No.
Yeah, if we can help.
It's probably best to not interfere.
Why?
Well, it's a family thing.
It is now.
Right.
We are family.
Oh,
Mm.
see, so sweet. Oh. Yeah.
But we're not. Wait. Well, I mean, yeah, but we aren't. Sorry. Yeah. No, we're family.
Fucking blue.
It's a little confusing because I've already got a family, Sorry, but yes, you are also. We are also family. Yes.
Yeah. I appreciate that, Z. I do. To be honest, I know this isn't really fair of me to ask it of you, but I wasn't really prepared for this to happen yet, and I need a bit of time just to really get my own head around it before.
Is there anything we can do to help with that, or?
Not right now, but thank you. Just if you don't mind being a little bit patient with me. And if you wanna leave now, I understand.
Our family doesn't leave, so why would we leave?
Well, you saw tonight it can be dangerous, and that wasn't really even a taste.
That's okay. Worrying. I guess we should definitely keep watches.
I mean,
Obviously.
yeah.
Yeah. If we work as a team, then we can do more to protect each other. And you should take a bit of comfort in that, I think, that we're on your side.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing to remember, Kaya, is we will have your back no matter what. When you are ready to share, then share. I think it's been a long day. We've done a lot. I think we should possibly get some rest and then talk again in the morning.
Yeah. But I do think we should take shifts and
Yes,
keep an
I
ear out.
totally agree. 100%.
Okay.
Does anyone need to rest now for a bit?
I could take the first watch.
Yeah, sure.
Just give me a nudge when you're ready for me to take over, Saber.
Yeah. How much rest do you need to see?
A full night.
8 hours. All right. Yeah, I can do the full 8 hours, and as long as I can get a 4-hour rest in the morning. I mean, how late is it?
It's probably
It's after midnight, wasn't it?
Yeah.
1, 2 in the morning.
They would just
Right.
get up later.
I was going to leave berries for people. Oh, I guess I could. I'll pop next door. Well, I'll not go in, but I'll just leave. How many were there, Saber?
There's a family of 4.
All right. Well, I'll leave them 4 berries, and I'll put 6 in here as well for the morning / tonight if anyone needs them, I guess. And then obviously I can do more in the morning. So let's not waste some berries, I guess.
Sure. Well, to be honest, I feel like maybe Kaya could take the second shift, seeing as she doesn't need as much rest as
Well, we can help.
Z and Blue.
You know, we can still pull our weight. We can do 2 hours each. We might as well just divide it.
I don't think I'll be sleeping much anyway. So I don't mind if you want to get a rest, Saber, and
Well, why don't
I
you
can go
at least
first.
try and get some rest now, and I'll get you up in a few hours.
Okay.
If you
Why don't both of you have, like, me and Z come and have a 2-hour shift with you as well then? Just to either keep company or just to have an extra pair of eyes. You know, we can still get a decent amount of sleep and you guys can still do your meditation trance stuff.
Sure.
Is that how you get such nice faces whilst being very old?
Yes. Yeah.
So should I try and do that? Because when I've stayed
No.
awake a lot, it just gives me terrible bags and really dark undertone, and it's just quite horrible.
Yes. I could see that your face would get quite horrible.
Hey, come on. You're supposed to heal.
That's why you need. But you're so big, Blue. That's why you need more rest, because you've got to use more energy to move around and stuff.
Yeah, no, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of, I guess I'll get down. I'll just wake me up at the end.
Sure.
And up and down. Oh wait, outside's muddy in it.
Outside is just like either cobbled streets or mud. You got a nice cop.
It's
In
hay,
the
isn't
yeah, inside the yurt there are like V-shaped cots full of straw, like with the intention of you guys to put like bed rolls down.
Can I move the bed from off of the bed? So is it a bed frame and then the straw underneath it or something?
It's like, imagine like a feeding trough for an animal,
Right.
just slightly less, like slightly more. So the angle of the V is out wider, and they are on like X's at the end of each of the beds.
How many
So
of them are there? Are there 4?
There's 5 in this yurt.
So
One of
I'm
them
just
is
pour out the straw onto the floor of one of them and just sleep on the straw on the floor.
okay. Yeah. Okay.
That's me.
Cool. I think I'm gonna just step just the other side of the yurt gate door on the outside, but not like super out, just enough to get it closed behind me.
Yeah.
And hang out
At this
there.
point, you're as you're sort of having this conversation, you realise that all of you are fading back into reality as your pass without trace boot stops working.
Sure.
But yeah, Saber, you can post up outside the yurt.
Cool.
Kaya and Z getting a rest as well as Blue.
Yeah. Can I get out my bedroll and like lay it across one of the bed framey things, but
Mhm.
sit up and locate my little tattoo, wherever he may be.
Yeah, you can do that. Z, going to sleep?
Yep.
Cool. Kaya, you find your, after like checking your you check your like collar where he's been hiding right around the necklace. You find him on your forearm, curled up, just in a ball. As you sort of like pull back the sleeve, you see the dog like blinking in like the light, sort of blinking, and then sort of smiles at you, sort of pokes his head up, tail starts to go.
Can I just sort of sort of like almost like pat his head and just sort of start like absentmindedly just sort of stroking the dog whilst then sort of staring into the sort of middle distance nothingness, vacant space in front of me, and just sort of taking everything in. And I'll do that and try and get myself into a trance-like state, but really it's just sort of numbness.
Just as you're about to trance, you hear the tiniest of tiniest barks. Just a little.
Look down.
As you look down at your tattoo, you are now, he's rolled over onto his back, and is clearly dreaming as you're rubbing his tummy. Yeah, just hear this tiny little faint bark, just like a dog does when they're asleep. Just this. Saber.
Yeah.
Oh, in fact, sorry, I should have given Kaya a chance to react to that. So does Kaya do anything, or just carry on trancing?
Just, I guess he's relaxed, which means there's no more danger about. So I just, go into my trance.
Saber.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's
Little
really good. Where is it? Where's my perception? It is good. It's 23.
You post outside the yurt. There's a couple of places you could stand. You could stand against the brickwork of the stone grey brick of the tavern. Just like the alleyway is not wide, so you could just stand against and lean against the wall or something, or post up, just sit in front of the yurt. It's up to you where you want to post, but you looking up and down the alley, you see the lights inside the tavern go out, and you hear like the craning of creaking of wooden steps as you hear Bullgraf. Sounds like he's descending or ascending into his to wherever he sleeps. You hear the slow breathing of people coming from the other yurt, and you hear snoring coming from Blue inside your yurt. Staring.
It's not racist if it's true.
Kaya, give yourself inspiration if you don't already have it. Looking down the alleyway, you don't see anybody like hanging around in the alleyway. It's quite a long stretch, goes down the length of like multiple buildings. Looking either way, don't see anybody. Every so often, you see people running to and from, like guards running back and forth between the like at the end of the alleyway, is like holding torches, running past. Don't even clock down the end of the alley, but you see these people running back and forth as it gets pretty chilly outside as the clouds disappear, and yeah, I guess you could start to see the stars again.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna do my time, keep an eye out as long as nothing's happening, I'm just gonna hang out until, give it sort of, I guess, 4 or 5 hours, and then go
Okay.
in and maybe wait Kaya for her shift.
Yeah. You go in. Kaya is at one end of the one end of her cot. Oh, go on. You're going to say something?
Well, I was just about to ask. When I go in, do I
Mhm.
notice her sort of with the tattoo on her arm exposed?
What's your passive perception?
14.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And
You
can I
see
see
this
it like
dog
moving?
on its back. Like occasionally, it's like flicking its paw. It's obviously like
Sweet.
running in its sleep. As Kaya is just like one hand stroking the dog quite slowly and is just staring out into the middle of the yurt.
Right. Well, I'm not gonna do my usual trick of shouting in Kaya's face when I wake her up because it's been a rough night. So I'm just gonna say her name quietly. Kaya, it's your shift now. Um, s- just I might try and poke the tattoo though, if that's all right.
Yeah, it's just Kaya like
Just gonna
you try
poke
and
it,
poke.
poke the dog because I can see it moving. And I'm not seeing a tattoo move apart from when it's suddenly appeared on a from Hunter's Mark, I guess. So I'm just gonna poke the tattoo.
Can I try and grab the wrist as he does?
Yeah.
Not like move it away, but just like hold it.
Um. Yeah. If you trying to stop Saber from like touching the dog.
Right now I'm just sort of waking up and not want like it. I'll wake up suddenly poking
Just
you.
reacting.
So just reacting
Yeah,
to.
give me a sleight of hand check.
Yeah, I'm gonna say actually, Saber probably wouldn't fight it. As her hand moved to grab my wrist, I'd probably stop as well. I probably wouldn't
Okay.
push any further. Yeah, I
Alright.
think.
Yeah, you get your like fingertip about 2 inches away from Kaya's forearm before Kaya snap like hand grasps your wrist.
Sure. Sorry. I've not seen a tattoo like that before. It's very cool.
Oh, I mean,
What's its name?
I've never really. I mean, I haven't really named him. He's just
Oh,
sort of there, I guess. For a while, I try to pretend he wasn't, just because of what it might mean. But yeah, you can touch it.
What might it mean?
Oh, maybe another day.
Oh, all right.
not letting Blue fall Blue miss out. See, Luke just itching. But yeah, you can touch him. I don't know if he feels other people. I've never really tried it.
Yeah. All right. I'll just try and give him a little belly scratch as well. Then I guess with my little index.
How does he react? I don't know.
Yeah. As Kaya stopped like scratching his belly, you see he's like laying there, and all four limbs are like running. As Saber, you touch his belly, he sort of like opens his eyes, like on it rolls over, and just goes full on puppy meeting a new person. Just starts sprinting. You see him disappear up Kaya's arm and then like reappear head at like Kaya's cheek, and then as soon as Saber looks over, he just like disappears and back to the forearm again. He's like just wagging his tail so fast it's like a blur on Kaya's arm. Yeah,
Amazing. That's so cool.
So cute.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh man, this is a very cool tattoo. Where did you get this tattoo? I mean, I need to know who did this.
I don't think you really want anything like this, Saber. Really,
Oh,
trust me.
okay. I guess it's very cool. I think you should give him a name.
Okay, I'll think about it. I mean, he might have his own name. I haven't really asked.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You should definitely ask. But yeah,
Maybe I'll do that
it's
whilst
your
you're
shift.
sleeping. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, let me know when it's time to wake up then.
Okay. Thank you, Saber. Sleep well.
No, thank you. Cool.
Cool.
That
Cool.
was very cool.
That was very cool.
Kaya, where are you going to take your watch?
I'll probably do a similar thing to Saber. Probably, go to the outside of the leaving the tent flaps down so it stays nice and warm inside for everybody. And just sort of, listen and watch.
Cool. Give me a perception check.
Okay. 17.
17. Go out in the darkness. Again, it's very chilly out here now. Cloud cover's gone. Stars are out. Moon is sort of still the waning moon. It's pretty quiet out here. The bells have stopped ringing. They stopped ringing a while ago. Guards have stopped moving around. You see like the occasional slow footsteps of a guard walk across the entrance of the alleyway holding a torch. Doesn't even approach. Can't. When I say you see them, you see like the pinpricks in the distance. There's a long alleyway. They're not like, and they don't come up and down the alleyways. They just patrol the outside. You don't hear anything apart from slow, heavy breathing from inside the tavern. Guessing it's Bullgraf, the dragon head. As you sort of take your watch. Cool. As the sun begins to rise, it rises on a lovely, beautiful day. As the sun begins to come up, you hear more people moving around. You start to begin to see people. You see one grubby-looking man appear at the end of the alleyway, rooting through a already open crate with just debris in it, and he just begins scrabbling around in the remnants. Finds a bottle. Just raises it to his lips, and then throws it back in the crate and begins scrabbling around in the stuff at the end of the alleyway. So it rises on a sunny day. As you hear the gates creaking open from the front. For these front gates, you hear guards' voices, and you hear the hooves of what you would think 4 horses at pulling something large.
In or towards it or out? Sorry.
Sounds like they're coming towards you.
Okay, I will go back in and start waking everyone up. And once I've woken people up, can I also just get out my journal to Arlo?
Cool. You started waking everyone up. Can I have a con save from Saber, Blue, and Z?
Con save.
Mm-hmm.
That's my second natural one.
That's a 9.
Okay.
19.
Saber and Blue. Blue, you're knackered waking up.
No.
Saber, you're bleary-eyed coming out of your trance, having not tranced for long enough to gain the benefits. To gain the full benefits of long rest. So, in terms of this, I need you to both give yourself a long rest and then take a level of exhaustion.
Ah.
Z,
if
you're
you're
Press the
too
long
tired,
press button.
you can go back to sleep if you're still you don't all look great.
Just I've not. Hang on. Where do I add a condition on the?
so it's let me
Next to
just get
armor
over.
class has defenses, then conditions next to that, and then you click on the
Thank
word
you.
conditions,
Oh, yeah.
and then you scroll to the bottom, and then exhaustion's
Hey.
got levels.
There you go. Okay, so
You
first level
two,
in exhaustion.
yeah,
This is
both have a
bonus
level of
ability
exhaustion.
checks.
And so, is it saving throws as well?
Just says disadvantage on
Just a
ability
bit.
checks.
Yeah,
Beyond, yeah. Saving throws is level 3.
that's it. Yeah.
Didn't mean to wake you all so early, but it sounds
Come on,
the arriving.
we've only just gone to sleep, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I can go check out what it is by myself if you all want to go back to bed. But there's something
That's
happening.
fine. I'm feeling good. I'll come with you, Kaya.
Wait, is the sun up already?
Yeah, you didn't go to bed till real late, Blue.
I want to ride the pony.
No, wait, there's ponies. No, we've got to go. They'll get eaten. I've got to
Are we
protect them.
getting? They'll eat the ponies again.
I need to make sure they're protected somehow. I need to make sure the ponies don't get eaten.
Has anyone got any coffee?
I've got some berries on the side over there. I'm going to eat a berry.
Yeah.
Coffee.
And just whilst they're waking themselves up, I will write in my journal, please, to Arlo and just say, "Hi, Arlo. Can you hope you're well. Can you let the council at Breeze know that we made it to Kilk, but it all seems a bit strange here. We'll send another report soon."
As I see her writing in a journal, Kaya, could you also ask him if there's been any more attacks?
Z would like to know if there's been any more attacks. Nothing's happened with the necklace, if I'm being totally honest. I know that'll be your next question. Hope packing's going well.
Cool. Yeah, you leave it under the stream of nonsense that he provided the last time you wrote to him. I think the last message was him asking for his manservant to come and relieve him of his soiled trousers. So you leave those nice, kind messages underneath that. As you quickly do write that down. And then are you two going to see what this commotion's about, or is all four of you going?
There's ponies that are in need of protection. And I am their saviour and sleepy.
Maybe it's Mrs. Blackmorn coming back, or Lady Blackmorn, or maybe it's somebody from Breeze decided to come. I don't know. Who knows? We should go have a look, though.
Blue, if you're knackered, I'll go with her. You stay here. Have a rest. Maybe if you want to do something, go and find out a bit more information about this tobacco file. But me and Kaya will be alright.
You make sure the horses don't get eaten.
We'll try our utmost to stop anyone from eating the horses, I promise.
Okay, well, yeah, I appreciate that. Alright, I'm gonna get a little bit more sleep.
I don't think I even fully woke up before falling back to sleep.
Okay.
If I'm honest.
Cool. Kaya, Z, you exit the yurt. Going through the tavern, going down the alley. What's your direction here?
I'd prefer. Personally, I think we go through the alley. We don't want to get into a conversation with Gilgriff early in the morning because we don't want to get waylaid. Just in case it is Mrs. Blackmorn and we have an inn or an window of opportunity or whatever it might be, or whatever it is, we don't want to miss it.
He's just following Kaya quietly, silently with the hood up.
Cool. You go down the alleyway towards the Blackmore Manor. As you come out of the alleyway, you see that there are like people rush past you as you sort of like rushing sideways as people like you turn the corner and begin to see. As you've come around the side of the Crooked Lance, you see that there is a carriage made of this similar wood to what you've seen on the sign. This blackened, like charcoal color wood carriage with gold leafing, like and detailing. So there's like the handles to the carriage, the like edges, all the facades and everything are all gold. So the wheels are made of gold. The like where the driver sat on like the it's like a stagecoach where the driver sat on the outside. That's like all the surround of that is gold. You see that there is a driver sat in a red and black suit with a red top hat, holding the reins to 4 black horses. Like I don't know how. I don't know. I'm not very good with horse types, but 20 hands, so they're huge horses, pulling this large stagecoach.
Holy shit.
You see that there are 20, 30 guards surrounding the carriage, and as it's going towards the manor, as people are trying to get to the carriage. You hear guards shouting, "No, get back! Back! No, she doesn't want to speak to you." As you see, like a couple of them get like prodded with the bottom ends of spears, as people are like forced back away from it. But there's a crowd of probably about 2 or 3 deep around this carriage that's slowly moving through the center of town.
I will lean into Z and say, well, at least we know she's back.
Well, at least we know her carriage is back. Could I look around and keep an eye out for any little shits picking pockets, please?
Yeah. Give me a perception check.
No, natural one.
I'm never getting that money back.
I'll wait for Kaya to come back before I proceed.
My guy dreams about being a snake and eating goblins and eating saber.
I'm gutted. I'm gutted. We missed that punch buggy opportunity because we're too tired.
I was
sleepy
aiming
boys.
I always aim to wake up last and try to slip that in there unnoticed, so that I could then drag the cart round and then punch you from outside. But that didn't come to fruition.
Not this time.
Z, you survey the crowd, see nobody. Nobody. You're looking at sort of waist height for children, not noticing what's really going on. Kaya. As the car goes past, somebody runs in front of the horses, and guards have to go and extradite him away from the front of the horse. It's like 2 guards rush in as the horses are stopped. You see the curtain. The inside of these is like glass in the like. So there's a door, and then 2 glass panels, and then a panel of glass in the door, all of which are covered on the inside with black and red curtains. Curtains roll back, and you see a small child, very small child, 3 possibly, lock eyes with you. And continues to stare at you as the cart moves away.
Oh.
As the cart moves into the between the towers of the Blackbourne Manor.
Cool.
See anything?
Well, the child is definitely there, and I can't imagine they're travelling alone. They look to be too little.
Child?
This is Blackmore's child, I'm guessing, or maybe it's not, but it's there was
There was a child in the
in the cart,
cart. Oh, okay.
in the carriage.
I don't remember anyone saying anything about kids.
Yeah, Mrs. Blackmore has a young child, doesn't she?
I don't remember that, but well, we'll find out, won't we?
Am I making that up?
Yeah.
I don't feel like I recall any kids.
I recall kids
Okay.
from
There was-
somewhere, but I can't remember where.
I'm sure there was definitely a kid mentioned in the recap.
Now
This
it's giving me a
homework-
flashback.
Homework.
And then Chris
Yeah,
says,
I'm pretty sure who told us?
And Chris says, you should take better notes.
Yeah.
Blue, in the Crooked Lance, you go in, you get
Right.
up, go into the Crooked Lance. I guess, is that what you were doing? Looking for more information about the Bullywogs? I think that's what you were planning to do.
me?
Was that not what you're planning to do? If you haven't, then you can stay in bed. So it's not.
That was more Saber's thing. Like, I'll do it, but I
Oh,
didn't
sorry.
speak to the people already.
Yeah, I was still. I wasn't. I don't think I was really able to get fully roused this morning, so I
Sorry,
just
I got
rolled
the.
over and went back to sleep.
Oh,
I would,
in
like,
which case
wake up
then.
and see if I do I feel exhausted after a little more sleep?
Oh, so yeah, okay. So you two go back to bed then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably go back to sleep for a good couple of hours between the two of you. So, what's Kaya and Z up to in those 2 hours? Obviously, it takes about an hour for this carriage to go through town, and it takes you an hour to go down the alleyway, find out what's going on. This weird thing happens. You watch the carriage disappear into the Blackwarm Manor grounds as the guards at the back of the carriage then turn and about face and then block the entrance as people try and desperately to get to see into or get into the Blackwarm Manor.
What's the chatter going off around us?
Yeah, you hear snippets of she's back. She is. She's bound to have food. Maybe she's dealing with some trade deals. And then you hear other people going, bloody hell, she's not. She doesn't think of us. She just wants herself. She just wants her coppers and her treasure. She doesn't care about us.
Politicians.
It's very. There's nobody sitting on the fence. It's either she's the best thing in the world, or she hates all the common folk, and that there's one or the other.
Z, do you want to head back to that alley entrance and see if the one with the man with the barrel or whatever it was that you all told me about? Do you want to see if he's still there?
I suppose we could just
Just
go,
scout.
just walk back to the yurt via that way, just to see if he's still there.
Well, this is the yurts are here. The alley's here.
Yeah, we could walk all the way
it's a long
down
loop
to the
there.
gate and around. Although,
I always thought the Crooked Lance was on the left-hand side. Okay, it's on the right.
yeah, because we've got to go
It's on the
past
right.
the town square to get past from last night, and we're on the left side.
This blue building here is the Crooked Lance.
Okay. I think we all need to have a sit down and chat about what we want to do next. I don't think there's any point us having a chat unless you specifically want to talk about something, because otherwise we're only going to have to repeat ourselves again for Blue, and probably more times than once for Blue as well. So
I think that's probably fair. No, I don't really have anything else to add. Let's just go check and see if that if the shifty lot is still there.
Just know that if you need, when you need help, just please ask. And that comes with leave me alone, let me do what I want to do.
I mean, I hope you know that goes the same for you, Z. I saw you got a bit uncomfortable yesterday when you saw those other half-orcs.
Yeah, a little. But that's something I'll find out eventually. We'll get to the bottom of that.
Yeah. Well, here for you whenever you're ready.
Thank you.
We go.
Cool. You want to go and see this guy in the alleyway?
We just want to walk past, just to make sure he's still
See
there.
if he's there.
Doing all that.
Scouting.
Make a perception check. He's still there. His barrel in front of him. Strange commodities on top of the barrel. Still leaning sideways against the wall.
I saw a little gnome go to him yesterday whilst I was out the front here. It just seemed to throw him a gold piece and then walk past him. It was. Did
we try anything similar?
No, I think we just tried to chat with him and ask him about the stuff that was on his barrel.
I mean, I'm not an expert, but maybe if they are thieves, you have to prove your worth. Did anyone try and pickpocket anything whilst talking about something else? Maybe that's an option.
Distraction, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's probably something that we
could discuss as a group once the boys had a sleep.
Yeah. And they feel a bit more themselves.
Shall we go and...
Bless them.
Is there... And presumably there's no food still. So I'll probably just see... Should we head back to the Crooked Lance and at least have a liquid breakfast? Nothing.
Yes. Sounds like a good way forward. Let's go.
As you turn around to sort of head back towards the Crooked Lance, there is the dinging of a handbell as you hear a booming voice go through the crowd. Hear ye! Hear ye! And turn to see a man dressed in a fine red and silver garb, like just a giant jacket, wearing black sort of like leggings and some lovely red shoes, like what they call clogs. And he's ringing a handbell. He shouts, Mrs. Blackthorn, back from her travels. Guard killed by giant snake last night, says villagers. Bodies of dogs found with the guard. As he begins to walk through the crowd, as you hear people muttering and murmuring.
No one cares about Mr. Wallinorb then.
You hear also scouting party set out to confirm legitimacy of bandit death. And in the last thing you hear is Tramfire Farm overrun by bullywogs, first time in a century. As he goes through the crowd.
Well, at least they're not likely to find a giant snake anywhere, so we'll just have to warn Blue not to turn back into that for a little bit, I guess. And looks like we're in the clear, at least for now.
I think it might be quite difficult to stop him from turning into that snake. He seems to favour that.
I mean, I agree, but it's probably not the most surreptitious form for in a walled city. So
absolutely not.
Unless we're fighting something else, hopefully he'll stick to cuter, smaller things for now. Although they're equally in peril around here.
Right. Chat
Off you
time
go.
then, I suppose.
Yeah, they've had long enough to have a lie in now.
Yeah. You guys head your way back to the yurt. Inside, you can hear the snoring of a Goliath. As you go past the other yurt, you see that the other yurt has been, like, the tent flap is open again and nobody's inside. But yeah, you walk up to your yurt and you can hear Blue inside snoring loudly.
Can I go over to him and give him a nudge, please?
Yeah.
Well, I was
Blue.
really hoping you'd say Wet Willie.
Oh, hey. How do I feel?
You feel 100% better.
Oh, I needed that.
Give Sabre a nudge as well, please.
Yeah. Saber, you come out of your whatever you were doing, trancing or sleeping, but yeah, you also feel 100% better too.
Hooray!
Oh,
Just to give you a heads up, guys, Mrs. Blackmorn is back.
Oh,
And Kaya saw a child in the coach. Anyone remember hearing if
I don't recall.
Blackmorn had kids?
No,
So
I don't recall Gilgraff telling us about them having any children.
So
No,
Luke
I don't
vaguely
either.
remembers something, but does Blue? Is there a roll that I could do to determine this knowledge? Because I can look through my notes thoroughly if you really want me to. But
Let's do it on a roll. Let's have Blue make me a history check.
Ooh,
DC 13.
Oh,
Our teacher for not
Okay.
writing it down.
that's a +0, but it's a 15.
15.
thank goodness.
So there is Arthur Blackmorn.
Journey
Father.
Blackmore.
Thumbs up. See, I got it right. There is Theory Blackmorn, mother.
Yeah.
There is Rosamunda, daughter.
I don't remember
I
that.
remember that name.
No, I don't.
I've never heard that name before in my life.
And there is Hamill.
And Hamill.
I've
Hamill.
not heard of that
Hamill.
either.
The son?
I've heard of
Yes,
Caleb.
Caleb.
Yeah, there's someone that lives, or Caleb, someone that lives with them.
Caleb is Mrs. Blackmorn's right-hand man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the person that does odd jobs or just lives with them. It's what the.
He's
Well,
more
maybe
like
I
a-
didn't mention it.
he might be
No,
more
you
like a
mentioned
way-
it in the recap, and I just held on to it because I was like, maybe I remember.
No, maybe I didn't mention you the children.
He's crossing the campaigns, guys.
I definitely remember telling you there were children. I 100% remember telling you there were children, but maybe I didn't mention their names. But I think on a history check, and from people standing around, you probably would have picked up that it's not It's not like they're secret children. They are quite well known to they're a family of 4. So there is Rosamunda, the daughter, and Hamill, the son.
Rosamunda.
Well done, Blue. We don't need to worry about that then.
Well, I vaguely remember that, hearing just the kids talking. Pretty sure the kid that stole my halberd whispered that to me just as I jumped out.
Right. Okay. So they're back in town.
Right.
Did they
What?
stop or?
No, they just made their way straight to their inner house,
Right.
but wouldn't let anyone near the coach, the carriage, the horses.
I mean, we can go back and try the embassy, the emissaries from Breeze again. If
Well,
I did tell Terry that I'd Terry that I'd be coming back the next day.
Yeah.
And to let
We
her know.
we need to make a decision between us. We could quite easily walk out of here now and go back to Breeze, go on somewhere else. There is nothing keeping us here.
I have been instructed by my god tier to correct the imbalance that's going on here, and I don't believe that that's done.
Okay, so there's one vote for staying.
We also, I imagine, the Battle Forge may be starting up now that she's back very soon.
I don't know about that personally. We've not really heard much about it, and I don't think I saw any posters or anything coming in. And obviously, the town crier didn't mention it. Not that I was awake for that information. Sorry about that.
Yep. Wasn't it on the flyer that we got originally? The first flyer, didn't it have
well, we
Kilk
know of it.
on it?
We walked past the stadium, so we know it happens here. But I'm just saying, I don't think that there's
Well,
one
I
happening.
want to say it was supposed to, but they called it off, didn't they? Because
we also
they hadn't
told
heard anything from Kilk. So I imagine
Yeah.
if we let the people at Breeze know that everything's fine and we're truly happy believing it's all fine, they'll
I
all
just don't
start
think they
coming
have
back.
the
But
money or the energy or anything to help.
I mean,
run
maybe
it.
it's the sort of thing that, well, if they bring a load of food, maybe it'll help get people's spirits back up. But I'm
There's normally
personally,
like a prize, isn't there? So like, if there's
but I
no
think that's
money in the city,
the ruler, the owners of the Battle Forge, like the company, rather than the individual cities. But at least that was my understanding, having spoken to them whilst I was watching you both.
I don't know. I was just getting my head kicked in for the most
Per-
part. So
Personally, I'm a little torn. I wouldn't feel right leaving these people as they currently are, but I am also wary of knowing that the danger is probably not far behind us now. So I don't want to risk putting these people in more danger, but I also don't want to leave them as it is. It wouldn't feel right.
Well, that sounds like another vote for stay then. Blue?
I mean, normally I just travel around doing whatever, but after meeting you guys, I'm kind of a bit more like we kind of help out where we go. And I did not used to help out, but it was more sort of small scale. And I feel like there's people in need here, but there's people in need everywhere. Like we don't know what's happening in like Breeze or like Miley's or wherever. Like none of us know what's happening not here. I guess. Well, I mean, I messaged Thanlaw a while ago. I was going to do that again today if I found a bird or something, and maybe we could get some confirmation. But obviously, we've not heard anything back yet, apart from maybe Kaya's book with Mr. Plainsail. But
I mean, I haven't heard scratching yet. I imagine it's quite early for a man like Arlo. But I can have a look.
That sounds like another vote from you, Blue, to stay.
I
What do
mean,
you think?
we could go back too, but I don't know. We could maybe because I don't know. Basically,
Okay.
I'm on the fence.
Well, just so you're aware, Blue, there is rumour that a blue snake attacked a guard last night and some dogs. So I would suggest if you see a blue snake around, you tell it to go away and possibly tell a guard about it.
worry that if people are worried about a blue snake, maybe they will also worry about a blue rat or a blue wolf or a blue anything. If I
You'll probably be all right.
That is possible, but
should I
well, I
just
guess
not do any of that here for the moment?
I think that might be wise.
Just to reiterate my point about staying, I also had a message from Tia regarding this place burning to the ground and
Oh,
screaming
that-
people. I did pass. Did I tell everyone about this vision? I didn't tell anyone. All right. By the way, everyone,
Everyone's screaming. And what?
I had a vision. I spoke to Tyr. He showed me the town of Kilk burning to the ground and lots of screaming and death and destruction and two cloaked people approaching. When I saw this vision, just quickly, could I tell what direction they were coming from? Was it north, south, east, west? Do I know if it was the same road that we travelled in on?
Oh, 100%. It was the guardhouse they were looking at.
Right, so it's the same road we came in on.
So imagine two people stood sort of here on the road,
Yeah.
looking at Kilk.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
So
wait. So, cloaked people. There was a cloaked person last night, and they were wearing a mask. I can't remember. I was a bit sleepy, so I can't remember if I've mentioned that.
well, I only saw the back of them in my vision, but I think we need to stay to protect these people because I think their trouble has only just begun.
That means our troubles are beginning too.
Okay, so I think we need to, and please speak up if you don't agree. I think we need to do more information gathering. Maybe get some favors on our side. We definitely need some coin if we're going to survive here. Whilst we're sharing things, a voice told me that and not a very nice voice told me that we should definitely give the if we were to find it, the red ruby that the Blackthorns Morns are looking for, we should definitely give it back to them.
Emerald.
Did we find that already?
Well, I have a
Sized emerald.
yeah.
I
We
know, I
found
was
one.
trying not to say it out loud so no one listened to us.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, good idea.
Maybe a wink or so, or a nudge, or just some physical confirmation as well. I'm not sure if you've noticed. I've tried not to point it out, but I'm a little slow in the uptake sometimes.
No worries, Bruce. Don't worry. Yes, unfortunately, the voices have stopped now that I haven't got the armor on anymore.
Yeah, and that's now just an ingot that's heavy and in your bag.
Yes, and doesn't make a sound when anything knocks against it. So
Maybe there's a smithy that we could make something into.
my thinking, and I think this is why we need coin. My thinking is to try and locate this halberd, see if we can't get some more of this material, and then take it to a smithy. And let's try and make Saber some armor that doesn't sound like a cart of pots and pans every time he's walking down the street.
I like that idea a lot, I've got to say.
As you're talking, Kaya, you hear scratching coming from your bag.
Well, excellent news. Oh, maybe that's our hello now. Have a little look-see, please.
And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh, I hate you. I had a retort for something Z just said.
Classic.
fine.
Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that one, and yeah, we'll see you in the next session 25.
Oh,
Yeah, racking up those numbers now.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
closer
you.
to 100 than 23.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that session.
It was
Yeah.
great, Chris.
Oh.
Thank you.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Okay,
Really,
you can
really
say
good.
it now, Chris. Come on. You can say it.
Say what?
Come on. You
You're
know.
not gonna.
I'm not gonna.
But we
Oh,
had so many milestones. We
Yeah, I know.
passed, me and Saber passed the milestone of overcoming exhaustion.
Yeah.
Well, that
Saber
was-
finally healed someone for the first time.
I healed
Yay.
3
Healed
people this
everyone.
session. I healed everyone today.
He
Yeah.
almost
One go.
gave me better AC than I could have given me.
No, you're not getting a level up.
Damn it.
That's fair enough. I respect your
Soon.
opinions, I suppose.
I promise it will be soon.